on there. So
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome along. It is 2023. I think it's Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. It seems to be Sunday because there's NFL on, and boy, is it going fun in the NFL. Oh, yes. We're having a great time over there. Obviously, my team already qualified, so it's kind of an easy week for us, to be honest, but everyone else is taking it to the wire. If you haven't seen what happened in our last couple of streams, then we need to fill you in pretty quickly. First of all, there's been a lot of trifle. There's been a lot of trifle. It's kind of our new thing now. Unfortunately, there is no trifle tonight. We might have to see about getting some element of dessert brought up to us if Mrs. J is up to it. But that's what we're doing now. We're in a situation where trifle seems to be the thing. Dungannon didn't work out for us, really. I mean, it did in a sense. We got ourselves a cup, right? You know, we got ourselves a cup, right? Which was obviously what we wanted. It looked like we weren't going to avoid the relegation, which is a bit of a strange one, to be honest, because we tend to do pretty well in relegation battles, but it looked like we were fighting a bit of a losing cause. So we resigned and we started looking for a new job. We got a new job. We found a job. I think we need a falling upwards emote. because we only went and got the job at fucking Linfield, didn't we? Like, how we did that, I have got no idea. Look at all of this is what they've won, right? They can't actually fit, because of the way that this skin is. They can't fit all of their trophies on there. 59 premierships, 46 Northern Irish Cups, 8 Bet McLean League Cups, 1 All-Ireland Cup. This doesn't even exist anymore. They won that trophy. 44 County Antrim Shields. We've not even attempted to win the County Antrim Shield yet. 1 All-Ireland Championship Cup. 30 Northern Irish Gold Cups. 13 Steel and Sons Cups. Again, we haven't done that either. The McCombs Travel Intermediate Cup, we've won that before. There's 12 of those. 11 North and South Irish Cups. 1 Black Snit Cup. 1 Irish Tyler Cup. 24 Irish Belfast Charity Cups. 22 Northern Irish City Cups. 17 Northern Irish Ulster Cups. 4 Road Ferry Cups. And 5 McElroy Cups. That seems to be a lot of things. Right? That is a lot of things. If we just look at last year's schedule alone, right? They started obviously in the Champions League. They ended up in the Europa League because they didn't qualify, right? But they also then had the Bet McLean Cup, the County Antrim Shield. They had the Irish Champions Cup, the County Antrim Shield, the SPFL Trust Trophy. So we've got some things we're going to be going for. There's another Irish Cup here. And of course the title as well. Salford Shakers. Some jobs are bigger than others. I think they are. And I think we've stepped up here, to be honest. Evening Friendly Ghost. Tony's only got no trifle because Linfield have a Michelin star chef steeping the sponge fingers in rum for 24 hours for a handmade artisan trifle as a condition of taking the job. Yeah, he's seen right through us. He knows what we're doing. Also, as well, as A15 says, a lot of Ballycastle has been drank as well. But it's a new year, so we're off that now, so we can't have it. David Clark, evening and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, David, to you. Dan FM, told you it'd be a weird stream without a trifle. It is. It's a massive, massive weird stream without a trifle. We should also put no trifle in the stream. That's a good point, good plan. We should do that because some people will be expecting trifle in the stream. Tactics-wise, I've had to think about it. Now, we just plugged in a sort of like a pretendy sort of diamond, didn't we, when we took the job? I'm thinking more along the lines of, and let's have a little play around with this, see if this is a thing. I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe going something like that. Tony's on his bad guy arc. He's going to play 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. There is also part of me thinks that's going to be an option as well, Rogie. Just do that. But if it wasn't for the one striker, right? Now, the one striker is the issue I've got here, okay? Because of the fact that we're one of the top teams, or probably we are literally one of the top teams. It's us and Glentoran who are the best teams in the league right now. We need to basically hit the ground running. We can't play with one striker. Okay, we just can't. We've got to go with at least 2, probably 3, maybe almost even rat formation, you know? Tony's going to change his name to Montana for this stint. Now, is that a reference to something else that I don't know? Friendly, probably. 4-3-3 won the Everton Carabao Cup and qualified for the Champions League. Using RDF's 4-3-3, okay. Because I've got a 4-3-3 that I've used at Sunderland. And this is what I got. Where was it? What did we call it? Into the Light, of course, yeah. Tony not getting a Scarface reference. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I don't know what it was. That I've not... Sorry about that, everybody. I'll log off and start again. I wasn't expecting, because it was all Taylor Swift references before, so I didn't realise that we were going to go with something that was useful first of all, and then scale backwards. So my apologies. First without a stream, without a trifle, it's gone to his head. I know. Maybe that's the thing. Here I am. Is just, starting. I've let everybody down. I'm really sorry. Should we start again? Welcome to Banbridge, everyone. This is going to be great. So this is the thing. So I've got a 4-3-3 here, right? Which sort of could work for us, but I think we need to have 3 strikers, or at least 2 strikers straight away. We could turn this into a 4-3-3 quite easily, like that, and play narrow. as an option, or we could just go straight out with a 4-3-3. What are we reckoning? Are we reckoning go hard? Obviously, in terms of the players that we've got Harry Wilson, who's our striker there with 5 goals, so he's not going to be our main striker. We've got Leon Boyd with 1 goal, so he's not going to be our main striker. Who's the star striker? Who's the creator? Kyle Curran, 9 goals, 15 for finishing, 14 for acceleration, 12 for determination, but only 8 for off the ball. Stuart O'Kane, no goals, 16 years old though, 14 for finishing, 13 for acceleration, 11 for off the ball, 16 for teamwork. He could be one of the guys who's moved up front. We don't really seem to have a star striker apparently. Who was our top scorer this season? Let's have a look at the players' stats and we'll find out what it was. Where do we find all that? Let's look here. So we're going to go squad first of all. Evening Rade, how are you, buddy? New team, Ethan. Yes, new team indeed. Joel Cooper was the top assister in the league. He's our winger, so that's pretty good. So he's potentially our new creator, or our best creator. So he's our winger. In terms of goal scorers, Tony needs some new sunglasses and a cigar for this stream. I get the reference. Did that striker have 9 pace? Yes, he did. So here's Paul O'Neill, who's our top goal scorer, but he's our winger. He scored 12 goals. He played predominantly out wide, I think. What was our analysis showing for him? Is that showing that he's playing up front mainly? Finishing of 12, 14 acceleration, 13 for off the ball. Yeah, he's probably playing up front, to be honest. So he could be the guy. But what we need to do, though, is we need to now think about who is the top goal scorer for everybody else, right? And let's take other teams' best players because we've got money, right? And this is where the heel turn comes in, okay? I'm earning 1,500 quid a week here, big bucks. Our transfer budget, 840 grand. We've got £25,000 wage budget spent out of our £33,000 wage budget. It's time to go. It's time to go and cherry pick everyone's best players, I think. So let's see what we could do. Mitrovic or Bio for main forward. So, I mean, we're not going to get either of those two at this point. I mean, Bio, I love Bio. I think he's brilliant on the game, but can't see either of them coming to us at this point. Just going to sort of plug in who we've got in terms of like the players that are already here. If we were going to have like a sort of 4-3-3 like this. But then again, we've also got the possibility that we could go narrow, we could go wider, we could, try and make things a bit more interesting. We could play around with it. Because that's sort of how we'd look right now if we were to do this. Central midfielder. Connor Scannell, by the way. Remember Connor Scannell? He scored 4 goals against us. It's only 4 goals he scored all season. But he has got a few bits of interesting things about him. So he could potentially fit in that number 10 role. Can we change Tony's picture to the $1 million man? So if we were, for example, say we were going to then copy this, right? Okay. Are Linfields the Irish team that we're needing in the Champions League? They are, yeah. They are. So that's the thing. So we're looking at kind of like taking it up a level at this point. Everybody's got a price. So this is how we go into a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, we could do that. Then that could become our gegenpress there. So we can go from 4-3-3 into 4-2-3-1. And we can again copy another one. Actually. And have that as our 4-3-3. But 4-3-3 rat, essentially. How many titles have we won in the British Steel? So we've won 3 trophies. Notice I've not said titles, of course. 3 trophies. We have been promoted 3 times. So we've been promoted once, sorry, and we've won 2 cups as well. We should have Shane McMahon's Here Comes the Money. We should do, shouldn't we? To be fair, if it wasn't for the fact that they're essentially Irish Rangers, I'd be really, really loving this. But there is part of me going, oh, I really don't, really sort of grumbling a little bit about the fact that we have to use this. but we basically need to get ourselves into titles. Llama, welcome, happy new year, Llama. I mean, I don't even know how I can explain this to you. Right, what happened, Llama, is did you know we went to Dungannon? You do, don't you? You know, went to Dungannon. So Portadown wasn't working very well. Somehow we fell up to Dungannon, got ourselves into that job, which of course meant that we had to play, or we were going to play in the Middlester Cup final, because Dungannon had beaten Portadown 4-1. That's the match that the Dungannon board looked at us and went, he's our guy, we need to get him in. So we took the job, we won the cup, we won the Middlester Cup, so that's another trophy ticked off the list, which of course is what we needed. Then we were looking at really, really struggling in the league, and like we were bottom, and it was starting to look like we weren't going to make it. So we jumped ship with about 3 games to go before the league split. Ironically, Dungannon saved themselves. They saved themselves and didn't go down. They finished 10th, so it was definitely me holding them back, to be honest. And we went to the end of the season and we looked for some other jobs and tried to sort of find interesting things to do. And the Linfield job came available. Now they finished 2nd in the league. They qualified for the Conference League. And we thought, we'll put in for it, see what's what. And they offered us the job. So here we are, currently a manager of the team who's 2nd in the league with an £800,000 transfer budget. So I'm now being absolute heel and just going fishing for other clubs' good players. We saved Dungannon by leaving and ended up in a better job. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's the only way I can do it, Llama. You know how I work. I work very much in that sort of mindset. And we started with no reputation at all, Salford Shakers. So you start the whole thing with the British Steel, and I know Keeney's mentioning this as well, by the way, is if you do British Steel, you have to start unemployed, okay, and you have to start with no experience. So Sunday League manager, unemployed, no badges, nothing like that, and you just take whatever jobs come around. So we started at Banbridge in Northern Ireland. Then we got ourselves up to Portadown, which was sort of like a sideways step, really, but they were a better team. Didn't do anything there. Fluked our way up to Dungannon, and then have really fluked our way up to Linfield. So obviously the plan being, we just need to keep winning these trophies. So we'll see how we get on. David Parkhouse, of course, was another player that was recommended to us last time. So we'll see about how much he's going to cost. So now it's just a case of going to other teams, going, how much for your good players? By the way, good sir. Can you add another trophy to the list? The $1 million championship belt. Yes, it's exactly what we're going to be doing. Well, there's a few more trophies as well, Llama, in this one that we can look at, which is really bizarre. So there's things like the Antrim Shield. So Glenavon are interested in this guy. They've already put a bid in for him, and we're trying to get him on loan. So let's try and change that then and go straight to contract offer. Oh, can't happen, can it not? Start with Sheffield Wednesday saving a strain. We wait till Moore was sacked and applied for the job. Nice, good work. Albi CFC, welcome in, appreciate the follow. That's very kind indeed. Shares the same agent as Martinez. Who does the guy we just had a look at there? Shelvin. Who is his agent? Well, as Emmy Martinez. Okay, so that's pretty good going, right? So me falling upwards, yeah, of course, man, absolutely. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. We can't unfortunately afford Mark Lloyd Lewis, but we'll see. Obviously, there is a possibility that that when players are released from Premier League clubs, that we'll be going straight in for them. You know, it's roguey IRS. There's all manner of things that nobody can really fixate right now as to what's happening. I just don't know. It's a weird one for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea as to how we've done what we've done, but here's where we are. So Owen O'Brien wants to move to a bigger club, centre back, which is fine because he's worth 350k. He's wanted by Southampton, I believe. So basically, we'll need to stick a big price tag on him, and away we go. Let's see what these guys are looking at in terms of potential staffing, because when you have a quick look, we have no staff at this point, so that's going to be interesting then. Everyone left bar me. It's a complete rebuild job in this challenge. When it comes to Scotland, you're going to book the streamer craze trend and manage Celtic or Rangers, or will you try and manage Aberdeen or Hearts to prevent the shite comments that people see will come with it? Mate, you know what? You've made a really good point. Appreciate you, geezer. You've made a good point. I prefer Celtic if we're going to do either of those. I don't particularly want to manage Rangers and probably won't. I'm a bit upset that I'm managing Linfield once I realised that they were essentially Northern Irish Rangers. There is a bit of an issue, of course, with the flack that can come with this, so we'll obviously have to try and taper it a little bit. See what we can get away with. So we'll try and do this as quick as we can and get back out of it. But ultimately, we tried Aberdeen last year. It didn't work. No, sorry, the year before it didn't work. I'd like to go back and win it properly. That would be great. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what's wrong with Northern Ireland Rangers. But they're probably the same as the Scottish Rangers. That's the thing. The issue as well we've got is that my family are Catholic, so to sort of come and do this is a bit. I did spend a little bit of time, didn't I? Sort of going, oh, what do we do? Is this the right idea? I don't know. So yeah, it took longer as a decision to come to than I thought it was. Hey, Ian and JX Lobes, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're well. Nice to see you in. Hope life's treating you good. Appreciate the follow, by the way, the other day. It's very kind of you. Obviously, come over from Callum's stream, so pleasure to see you. Happy New Year indeed. So we're just busy trying to get ourselves all set up. So we'll put some staff adverts out. Shelvin's gone to Glenavon already. So have we missed out on a player? Journeyman saved. Journeyman, yes, it's the British Steel. So what the plan is that you have to attempt to win every single trophy available in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So there's 33 to do. So you know what I mean. There's quite a lot, and so far we've done 3. We're about to start season 6. So it's not great. It's not great. And the same problem team manager has a support violence problem. Yeah, I mean this is the thing. We try to sort of have the Tony Jameson's morally good adventure. We've done that the last couple of years, trying to sort of Google teams as well and being like, oh, they don't really seem to fit with our ethos. So we are all better than that. We are all better than that, but it's just a thing. Maybe I take things a little bit too far, possibly, and consider too much. But for me, I need to be comfortable doing it as well, and I need to enjoy it. And there's sort of things like that where I'd be sitting going, I don't really feel like this is something I like. So that's where I start to to question it myself. Do you know what I mean? To went for an interview for the Bayer Jerusalem job. I did, and then I realised what had happened and quickly went, oh dear. Saying that, and that's the thing, we learn together, you know? We quickly made sure that wasn't going to be a thing. So, and then we were sort of quickly Googling, like, who's all the right-wing football teams, you know? But with a save like this, it's difficult because there will be moments when you do just have to take the biggest clubs in the countries and say, right, let's just do it, you know. And that's essentially what we've done here. To be honest, we went, right, let's take the big job, try and win some trophies, and then the thing is, we do know that at some point we'll have to come back down. We will have to come back down the league anyway, so. We'll come back to Northern Ireland eventually. Jameson to meet the media. Here we go. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Tommy Wright left. Do we feel as though there's pressure and expectation replacing one of the club's most successful managers? Gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. Sometimes it comes to that. We'll try and do it the way that we want to do. So, you know, after that We'll see what happens. You know, Friendly Ghost, I've got my goal announcement for the club now. What have you got? Tell me what you've got. This could be fun. That's goals money. I like it a lot. Evening, Hutch, how are you? Welcome in. Evening, Reese. Hope life's well. Happy New Year. Welcome in. Looking for the $1 million man quotes. Tony can manage anywhere in Scotland except Ayr. If he manages Ayr, I quit. Yeah, there you go. That's the thing. So, yeah, I actually applied for the Ayr job, didn't get an interview, and Rogie was happy. So there's that. So we have to obviously look at players who are going to be transfer listed, players who are going to be out of contract. Strikers, I think, is probably going to be the first thing that we're going to look for, because that's going to be where they're going to be our big ticket items, essentially. Is there anything random? Players who've already left. Ben Wilson left from Larne. Ollie Shaw. That is the Ollie Shaw that we looked at before, isn't it? Fat Nige, welcome in. Happy New Year, buddy. Let's get Ollie Shaw in actually on trial, see what he wants to do. See what we think. Championship legend, yeah. We got him at Sunderland, didn't we? That's the thing. We got him at Sunderland and he turned up and he did alright, so why not? There's the Dolby surround sound striker. Soup is available. Can't believe they've let Soup go. Lee Mooney left Dungannon. Go back at Jordan Jenkins, 27. Really square haircut. 17 goals in the championship. Good off the balls. I don't think he's a Champions League or European striker, but strikers I always think of Les Ferdinand as a perfect striker. Finishing pace, heading, strength. Oh, 100%. If you get all those, then you've got a chance, you know what I mean? Ollie Shaw, tip for the big things of breakthrough at Hibs, hasn't fulfilled his potential. No, I mean, yeah, if you're being linked with me on Football Manager, then you haven't fulfilled your potential. Something's gone dreadfully wrong. I would definitely think like you need to reconsider where you're at. I will absolutely start getting some more water on there, geezer. Hang on. We had a player called Niall Quinn, and he was released. We need to get Niall Quinn back, surely. Come back, Niall. All is forgiven. What the hell? Why have they released Niall Quinn? Unbelievable. Right, Shaw's coming on trial. Jenkins is coming on trial. Quinn doesn't want to come back. I don't know what's gone on. Something's gone wrong somewhere, but it's not my fault. Welcoming everyone who's brand new, by the way. If you are brand new, this is of course the Brit Steel Challenge. It's taking a while. It's taking a while. 300 grand for Lee Bonnis? What are we thinking? Maybe he doesn't fit the club ethos. Maybe. PMORC, appreciate the follow. Very kind, thank you. I just signed Warren Barton on my save. Completely blind, but could not sign him. Gotta sign him. 21 goals for Lee Bonnis last year. 300 grand. So that's nearly half of our budget. But it is weakening Larne, who finished third. Evening, P. Maroc. How are you? Let's have a look at this. Oh, I saw this, Rogue. It was amazing. We probably could get better value. We could. 300 grand is a lot of money. Let's hang fire for now. I think we might be able to get him for cheap, but he's 27 as well, so we're going to wait for all the players to be released from the Premier League as well. We're going to have a quick scout through there, see who's available, get them all in on trials, and then see what's what. Don't let trifle, otherwise I might have been concerned with a pin comment. I mean, you can't be concerned about trifles. Basically what happened was, right, for the last couple of streams, we've eaten a trifle every single time. And tonight there's no trifle, so we have to warn people in advance and say, look, there is no trifle. Don't consider unsubscribing from the stream or unfollowing from the stream just because you don't like trifle. That's probably a bit over the top, I think. But what sort of dessert would you like? I'm American. What's a trifle? Right. So a trifle is basically, it's jello, I believe it's called in America. Lady fingers, or sponge fingers we call them over here, custard, and then whipped cream on top. It's very conscientious of you. Thank you, Pimrock. I won't follow over me a trifle. Exactly. There you go. See, that's the thing. So it's nice that we're all on board. I just need to make sure we're all happy and level. I don't want to create division in here, being like, oh god, I can't believe he's he's got that bloody trifle thing going on. Don't worry, we're fine. Right, we're good. Okay. New club is Linfield RC. Happy New Year, by the way. And this is still the Premiership. Still the Premiership in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland. And we're expected to win because there's the food of the devil. Oof. Have to keep an eye on chat dynamics. A consummate football manager. I see. Hey, look, I know what we're curating here. This is the thing. I get us. We've created ourselves a culture in here that we need to make sure everyone's good. Get a friendly or two before qualifiers. Yeah. We should do. I mean, you've all heard of me by now, right? So let's get involved, right? I think we can win the title. Absolutely, that's what we're looking for. Let's go and win things. Everybody. So we'll do our sort of like squad planner. I mean, Mark Kinsella, young midfielder, not our right back, I don't think. It does suggest we probably need some. Tony shows at the press conference, gives the press a bunch of £50 notes and walks out laughing. It's pretty much it, to be honest. Tony, you appear to be... Oh, money. Excellent. Lovely. Thank you, Tony. We like you as a new manager. You're very good. left back. A promising centre back is our best left back. Oh, that says it all, doesn't it? That says it all. Evening, Gavin Brash. How are you, sir? Welcome. Happy New Year. Hope life's treating you good. Look at the Scottish Championship for players. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm going to look for the English Premier League first of all and see who we can nick from there when those players get released. They're going to be our first port of call. A right midfielder is what we're looking for. Right winger. And strikers. Good quality strikers. Right, so yeah, do that. And then let's also put, there you go. Cool. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope it was nice. Hope it was nice to see a group chat pop off a bit this morning. It was lovely, wasn't it? It was lovely seeing that, just like being reminded of old times and stuff. So a nice reminder of when we were all in Nottingham. That was lovely. So 21 days before we face Petrolou in the Champions League. Is it Champions League or the Conference League? Conference League qualifiers. Petrolou from Romania. Let's get it's not a bad shout. Let's get a couple of friendlies in before then, actually. Halifax Wanderers. How much we gonna bring 12 grand in? Could do that. Play Halifax Wanderers. Then let's get on here actually as well. Do you want to get some big money ones? Or do you want to get some lower rep ones just to actually get some wins? I think we just get some wins in here, right? At least we try. Question: how the hell did you end up at Linfield? I mean, this is, yeah. I'll leave the chat to explain this one to you, to be honest, because I don't really understand myself. To be honest, it was bizarre how we did it. We can get a friendly against Villa. I feel as though we just need to play against some teams that we can potentially beat. Let's go with Darvel. Might get some money. Yeah, we applied for a whole bunch of jobs, like loads and loads of jobs, everything, and then somehow Linfield looked at us and went, "You nearly got relegated. I think you're the right man to lead us to a title." And I was like, "Let's." Okay, that's an interesting way of looking at it. And yeah, that's what happened. So here we are. We put it out on Twitter. We did put it out on Twitter, yeah, and it's on the Discord as well. So anyone, of course, who's brand new and not in the Discord, come and join us. It's a nice place to hang out. Also, as well, we're approaching 3,000 followers on the stream here as well. So if you do want to keep up to date with this, drop a follow on the stream. That'd be much appreciated. Brandon Kavanagh could be a top quality player. Long range free kicks, interesting. Ollie Webb, useful. Aaron Donnelly. Brian Connolly, DM from Glenhavon. And he's on a free transfer as well. He's out of contract. That could be quite good. Philip Patterson from Larne. We need a left back. Where's Tweedy? Remember him? See, McDonald, he was good, actually, when we had him. He was good. Shea Gordon gets in late in the area. 5 goals last season. Not too bad. Evening, FM Mircon. How are you? You've not dropped in for a while. You haven't actually. Yeah, no, it's been a while, hasn't it? Nice to see you though. We're doing all right. We're doing pretty good actually. To be honest, we're currently somehow we've ended up managing the second ranked team in Northern Ireland. So it's really bizarre how that's happened. Here we are anyway. We're doing our sort of first pre-season with the team, really. Just having a quick little look around, seeing what we can do. And yeah, just fingers crossed it works out well. Alistair Smith is available. Right, here's a spoiler. I've signed him for Sheffield Wednesday on the Sheffield Wednesday challenge for the Athletic as well. So here's a player that we know, Kane Williams from Sligo Rangers. He's a midfielder. He's a right midfielder. Positive, gives you a crack at those trophies. Exactly. Have I tried a wide centre back yet? Not really. No, I'm not one for wide centre backs, to be honest. I've never really tried to get them to work. So maybe this is where we try it this time. Maybe, is that a good idea? I don't know. It might be. It might not be. If it works, perfect. But do you have a tracker or anything of what we've done so far? Yeah. So if you do progress, they've got that. That sort of tells you what we've done. This also gives you everything that's still outstanding. There you go. Although there might actually be some more trophies because we've got a couple of trophies on the list which I wasn't aware of until we started here, and all of a sudden it looks like we've got some more. So it might be we actually have more than 33 trophies to win. And that would be terrifying. Terrifying if that's true, because I don't even think we can do 33. And Joe Duffy, available on loan, runs with the ball through the centre, tries killer balls often, switches the ball out to the wide area. As good as Carl Kinsella, who we're playing a bit deeper. Only 3? Yeah, we've only done 3. Yeah. Optional future VA 325. Let's just keep that on there. How the trophies working on Northern Ireland, loads of side cups. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and then there's also loads of regional trophies. So when you're in the 3rd division, okay, there is 4 trophies to win, but you can't win them unless you're in that region. So I thought the last cup was the 4th. No, I think we've only done 3, haven't we? Because we've won the McCombs Travel Intermediate. We got promoted with Banbridge, and then we won the Mid Ulster last night. So that was that's the 3. Believe me, I would love it to have been more, but I think we're only on 3 at the minute. Rooney McColville. We've had a look at him before. He's quite a decent player, to be honest. Anyone actually showing up already for strikers? Sean Moore. Players are in pro. Loads of D's. That's not good, is it? Let's move on. See, when does everyone get released? Is it the end of June? Is that when people get released? No senior affiliate at this moment, no. So it's just us right now. Oh, actually, yeah, we only have a friendly. That's it. With Rangers, yeah. If Brian Connolly's decent, Doesn't have great jumping reach. Is likely to find it difficult settling in the core. Stamina's pretty good. Compare with, let's have a look, who's going to be playing in that position? Kinsella, possibly? Signing for the future. We're not really going to be here for the future, but again, is it a thing of taking a player off a rival? I'm all about that. Unless it doesn't actually cost us. Okay, that doesn't look like it's going to cost us. Let's get him in then. Joe Kelly available for loan as well from Shamrock Rovers. Yes, for whenever possible. Could be a decent player. Decent player. Must do a better job when it comes to marking. Very one-footed, fairly susceptible to injuries. Don't need him in. Never mind. Lons have just beaten PSG 3-1. Nice. That's pretty good. Just a non-league legend, York City won the Premier League finally. Hassan Gibbs ran a free. Top scorer as he played a Cam Shadow Strike with 26 goals. Okay, that's all right, isn't it? That's very all right. David Parkhouse. Who recommended Parkhouse the other day? He did score against us. They're reckoning a D according to our scouts. So that's not handy. Bonus they're reckoning is a C. It was yourself A15. Okay. Now bear in mind, of course, this is because I think probably because we're expecting to be challenging for the title, so might be a little bit more like that. He might have been an absolute shoe-in at Dungannon, but here maybe slightly differently. Also, as well, we're a full-time squad, so full-time football team, so loads of training to do now. I thought I'd do save my beloved Nottingham Forest. This time I simmed a year ahead and pick up the pieces after relegation. That's not a bad way of doing it, you know. Oh yeah, and of course we've got the $1 million title to win as well. Obviously. But that goes without saying. When do players get released? Is it the 30th? Is it, by the way? Did we confirm that? Let's go to Europe, and it's transfers, isn't it? Is there a way of finding transfers on here? Transfers, and then it's released players, isn't it? I want to just filter England. Players retiring, so we don't need those players. Lewis Dunk is retired. Oh, can't get him in. Lucien Mahovo. Is it the end of June? I think it must be. I had a look at the Northern Irish national team to see who's who. There's a point, yeah. Gets to the national team as well. Do we want to pay wages for... We've got the money. We've got the money. Throw money around left, right and centre here. 1st of July. That probably makes more sense, actually. Dan Ballard. We obviously can't get him. Owen O'Brien. He's one of ours. So, Stuart Dallas. Ali McCann. Connie Preston. Shane Lavery. Wanted by Motherwell. Jamie Donnelly. On loan from Tottenham. £60 million. Dale Taylor at Dundee. Evening, welcome in, Lioness. First time at big club. This is not normally where we end up, so this is quite bizarre, to be honest, to be at a big club. So we're gonna panic for a little bit, I'm guessing. Evening, Sean Curtis. Happy New Year as well. Welcome in. Lingard should have been released. Steals a living. Yeah, Lingard's dreadful player. Kieran Brown, quite up the Linfield. I mean, to be fair, I'm out of my depth. They're expected to win the title, right? And they're in the Europa Conference League as well. So that's like huge things that I'm not able to focus on just yet. So we'll see. It's going to be exciting, very, very exciting. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop. I just want to get the squad reports actually on these players. Let's get reports. £15,000 from the scouting budget. Have we got 15,000? Probably have. Loads of money at this league, at this level. Loads. Yeah. Paddy McNair. Could we bring Paddy McNair back, do you reckon? Where is he? He's at Bournemouth. We ain't getting Bournemouth in. Evening, Credo. How are you, buddy? Happy New Year. Welcome in. Hope life's treating you good. Duffy's a possibility. We're all good, thank you. Respond to Bambridge's offer for Christopher Moen. Do we want to sell? I mean, look, just because it's you, Bambridge, you can have him, right? Have him on loan. Nobody else can. Donald Scullion, we don't need him. He was an old school player. Cruz offer for Best. Let's not let that happen as well. Try and not lose players first of all, you know. Work out who we've got. Work out who we've got, and then we can start moving on from there. To be honest, Brian Donaghy could be potentially promoted upwards. Oh yeah. I mean, we've massively taken a gamble here. I mean, the thing is that the way that it works is that once this job came available, we kind of had to take it, Linus. Really, there's just no other option. It was the biggest club to take. We had to go in. We had to try and get it locked down because we need to win trophies, and this is the best opportunity to do that. So yeah, let's get on it. Absolutely get on it. Plus, can we consider taking Noel Corrigan from Glenavon? Taking Gorman. He's a 4-4-2 man, isn't he? He's a former Linfield man as well. Should we bring him back? Should we bring him as our AM? £4,000 compensation as well. Oof. Linfield is slightly to the right of Mussolini on. don't. I'm already a little bit uneasy about this. And yes, we're aware of the link up with Rangers as well. Although it doesn't appear to be a like an actual link up here, it just seems to be like, oh, you can have a friendly and that's about it. Right, you're not going there. You can only go to Bambridge. Josh Archer, former Crusader, former Linfield. Calvin McCurry, former Warren Point. off the ball and finishing's decent. That's Newry that's approaching it. Right, Connolly's coming in. Get him on a free. There we go. We're taking him away from Glenavon. I know it's Glentorrent that we need to be trying to chip players away from, but if we can get some more, it'll be all right. That's one player out of one team. Like I say, we still want... Oh, Duffy's in. Excellent. Hopefully this counts as a good move. Yes. Duffy's in. 10, 11. That's probably the best we're going to get, isn't it? Oh, he's the current. He's the reserves goalkeeping coach. Oh, should we just move him up to the top, to the first team? Scout trip cost more than your 6 transfers for 6 seasons. That's a good point, actually. That is a very, very good point. All right. I mean, there's to be fair as well, is that there's also more press than we have as season ticket holders in some of the old clubs. Bobby Burns. Who's Bobby Burns? I think he's going to be a first team, and they're not going to shift him either. Sadly. Let's wait and see who else is going to come out of be available. So if we start with that sort of 4-3-3 that we've looked to work on, right? Do that, we can put... Or do we just go... Do we shithouse it and go 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 like that? Right, let's look at it this way. Does that work? You're the biggest team, then why not try and settle players from the rivals? Yeah. Yeah. There's absolutely that, isn't there? Ian Townsend, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Just about to start my first FM23 save. Tad boring, but safe. Premier League 1, maybe Villa, Newcastle or Everton. Yeah. I mean, there's that. You can start that. I'd probably go with Villa or Everton personally. I've got my views on Newcastle and what they've done to the world of football, so I'd look at that personally. The Everton would be a challenge. Everton's a huge challenge on the game because they're just not set up well. Just really not set up well. They don't have a good. They're just a mess. They're just a mess. But if you just want a team that's got loads of money, then yeah, Newcastle's your one, isn't it? If you want 3 up front, it's advanced forwards or pressing forwards. Yeah, you need the mix, but you can have the mix though. I think he drops off because the thing is he's a winger though, so I don't want to sort of like have to. You know what? Let's go that. Scannell likes playing behind. False nines do it, yeah. False nines are good nines. I do like a pressing forward in this game though. That's the thing. I do like a pressing forward. Maybe Scannell as a trick isn't the right option, but we can see 2 false nines either side of a advanced forward. Oh, now you're talking my language. Now you're talking my language. That sounds decent enough, doesn't it? Be competitive in the Europa Conference. Qualify for the Conference League is the expectation for the league. Northern Irish Cup is semi-final minimum. First round of the Antrim Shield. Let's just do that, shall we? Hal Finley, Stephen Garrett, Surgener, Nathan Cashel, Paul Owens, Adel Yoruk. Look at him. He looks balanced, doesn't he? 20 grand. Oof. Not sure. Adam McDonald looks decent as well. He's the reserves manager. Going to go into the new season with no coaches. That's a good idea. That's a great idea, right? Everton's intriguing one. Glad to have a stream on for company. Oh, mate, more than welcome. You're more than welcome. It's nice to have you in. Appreciate you being here. Right, fixtures announced. What have we got? Let's see what it looks like then. So we've got Patrol in the Conference League pathway. Start the season against Warren Point, Dirge and Coleraine. Then we've got our first Antrim Shield match, which let me just double check. Yeah, one man show. Absolutely. We don't need anybody else helping out here, do we? I've got it all covered. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Right, County Antrim Shield is on the list as well, so that's fine. So we do have that already. Old Firm Days 2 hours. Is it tomorrow? Is it the Old Firm? Wow. It comes around quick. It comes around quick every year, doesn't it? Let's just get all these friendlies agreed. But Tony Gorman's hooked up with us again. System manager's back in. Linfield manager, we all know who we'll be rooting for. No. Well, this is the thing. Realistically, I'm at the wrong team. I'm at the very much at the wrong team. This is the problem. I'm aware I've done this badly, but I just need to win some trophies. Oh dear. The Glenavon job came up a little bit too short. They'd already accepted a new manager, so it was one of those. Damn it. Got no horse in the race. Doing watch men's football. There's something about the Old Firm engages me. Yeah, it's just madness. It's absolutely madness. Right. Okay, so we might be losing our star centre back. Should have went to altering to James's morally bankrupt adventure. Oh, I know. Look, right. If we don't win these trophies, okay, I'm going to be really pissed off. As I say, this is not working for me. This whole link up here. Nudsfolder Sigurd, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind indeed. Alessia Russo Ultras, absolutely roguey. Anyway, and as a Scotland fan, I actually, managed to take an enjoyment in the Lionesses as well, actually. But that was good. It was really good. I've said before, it was just nice watching people play football with a smile on their face and actually just enjoy themselves. You don't get that in men's football. That was fantastic. Ella Toon, yeah. Jill Scott. Up the Macam Motormouth. What's the challenge? Right, the challenge, Knutsford, is British Steel. We're attempting to win 33 trophies, which is every trophy available in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. It's quite tricky. We've only won 3 trophies so far, and we're about to start season 6. Connor Doherty from Dundalk. Do a better job when it comes to marking. Don't need that. Needs to improve his heading. Don't need that. It's all about 5th division women's football. Yeah. If you're not down there, then where are you? I'd let Jill Scott room if she ever wished. Morgan Boys. Alright, Morgan Boys, you look half decent, don't you? Former Inverness Cally Thistle. How much you want to play a centre back? You can play a centre back for me, that's fine. Happy to just chuck a whole load of money at one player. Is Cameron Evans better? You can't sign Boys for Linfield, they'll get booed. Oh dear. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Oh dear. This game's just I've made this game more difficult for myself, haven't I? What am I like? Max Murphy. I probably can't stand Irish, Northern Republic of Ireland players either. Because they're all going to be like, oh, this is not good. Chevron James. I mean, I like the look of him. Get Chevron in, yeah. He's the man, right? Where's the loan? We can't get a loan just yet. You've limited yourself to a very small pool of right-wing nutters. Well, this is the irony. The irony is I need a right winger, and I can't find one. You'd have thought that turning to a team that has had previous sectarian trouble, you'd find a right winger fairly easily. But at the minute, nothing yet. Chevron does look like a monster. We'll get him in hopefully, but there's no option on a loan. We'll see if we can get him. See if we just buy him. Do you reckon? That'll be the way forward. What's the tactics? We're thinking 4-3-3, really, at this point. Evening, Pumster. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Hope life's treating you good. Happy New Year, by the way. Hope you've had a lovely time. Sean Moore's on the left side. We've just had a look at that already before. James McCarthy, goalkeeper. Reasonable. Put in there Alfie Lewis in midfield. Again, he's good as well, mind, isn't he? Right, we need players who are going to be playing that right wing. Yeah, get us those guys in. Get us a striker in there who's going to score some goals. Where this job is going to understand Mr. F. Araj. No. This is, you know what? I was warned about this, this potential save idea, and it's definitely coming to pass, isn't it? Dion Charles is a marquee striker. Charles. Well, surely Celtic a left wing though, Lionesses. That's the whole point, right? He's just gone to Saudi Arabia for money, so it's not going to happen. Right, he's not going. He's only going to Banbridge. That lad. Bloomfield's coming. Right, we've got a performance analyst. You should be applauding that career choice. I am. Like basically now, the next job for me after Linfield is Newcastle, and then I'm going to go to Al Nazir. I'm now doing the British Oil Challenge, which is where I go and only take charge of clubs that are managed and owned by oil barons. So it's a very different challenge, but it's one I'm very much looking forward to now. It's where I get to be a bit of a bastard. Linfield have a tycoon? No, they don't have a tycoon, but they are loyalists, unionists. Sorry, so it's I've picked a bad team. First performance appointment in this save. It is, yeah. I think it is actually. I'm a changed man. Have I ever been told that I look and sound like YouTuber Simon Wilson? No, I haven't actually. Agent Fapt. So that's the first time actually, to be honest. I know Pumpster, and I don't like. Look, it's not. I didn't mean to do it. I don't really want to do it that way. I'd rather have like a slightly more, nicer team. But I need to win. Titles. Ghost Walker, Happy New Year. Appreciate you as well, Ghost Walker. Happy New Year indeed. Hope all's well. All is very well, thank you. All is very, very good indeed. Striker from Bath. Managing anyone in Northern Ireland is inevitably a bear trap. Yeah. We'll stumble upon our issues as we do. So we'll get there. As I say, the plan is we just need to get some trophies and get out. Is essentially all we need to do. They're not letting this guy go. He's good though, isn't he? He's very good as well. Paul Ward. McGurkin looks pretty decent as well, but he's only just signed for Bath, I think. Actually, no, he's on loan. That may be finishing, actually. His loan might be finishing, so that's a possibility. We can lose that. They're not letting Ward go just yet, but if he comes available, damn right we're gonna go straight in for him. Reece Evans has got a transfer agreed. He's joining Motherwell, so we're probably not going to get him. McCafferty, left winger. Do you think 4-4-2 low block counter is dead in this game? I don't think so. Nudsfield, I play that a lot. I love playing that. That's my thing. So he's got a strong right foot. So let's see if we can play him on the right side then. Higher quality teammates. It's a shame. Tony doesn't like left wingers in this job. James Gardner. Again, he doesn't seem like a winger either, does he? Looks decent though. It's not going to do. Is there any players who just want to sign for money? Could we convince you to come for cash? Mark Young, promising. Can play wing back actually. 6'5", 19. Maybe you are an option. $4,000. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Belfast's a cracking place. Belfast is a lovely, lovely town. I used to do shows in Belfast quite a bit. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Used to always play the Empire. It's a great venue to play. And it was hard as well. It was really, really difficult venue to play. But if you got it right, like when you played it right, it was just so good. So good. Definitely had like about sort of less than 5 minutes to win the crowd over. If you didn't, it was just like, oh, hang on. This is like, it's going to be a long 25 minutes. But They were right. No, it was when I did stand up, Linus. So before lockdown, before the pandemic, I was a stand up comedian. And the next answer is no, I can't tell you a joke. There might be an FM live thing happening at some point though. We don't know. We need to see if the logistics can work. Who knows? Be funny now, right at this very instant. Yeah, I demand no context. Just be funny. Be the funniest person you can be. Okay. Let's see if we can get singing actually, because we looked at him last year, didn't we? I demand a funny. Yeah, all right. We'll do a subathon. If we got 100 subs right now, I'll do something funny. I'll tell a joke. I didn't say it's my joke either, but continue advert. Head of Youth Development, Jack Gordon. I love the idea when you do British Steel 2, you come on stage in Belfast and throw notes everywhere. Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm definitely coming out to Shane McMahon's music at that one. Here comes the money. To be fair, if you wanted to make an easy joke, just get a photo of Glenn's fans up. Yeah. Is that what Glenn, as in like Glen Avon or Glen Torren? That person who said that I sound like someone's gone away already, hasn't he? Is that the impressionist one that everyone that someone said about last week? I didn't understand it, did I? Glen Torrent, yeah. Christopher Mon's gone to Banbridge. There we go. We're helping Banbridge out. Now see, boys is spelled right. So, am I allowed to have him then, Llama? Is that okay? If he's 6'2", he can play a left back. He can play centre back if needs be as well. Jumping reach is good. Heading's good. Marking's good. Teamwork's good. You're not missed a great conversation. Yeah. Sign up however it's spelt. Good. In he comes. He's Welsh anyway, so it's fine. There you go. They're happy. I mean, look at this. These just throwing money around at this point, aren't we? So, oh, you get a player. You get a player. Should be spelled Boyle. Get him to join the £1 Million Corporation. Yeah. As you say, we got The Rock involved. The Rock's involved now, isn't he? So that's all right. We're happy with that. In fact, you know what? These two strikers could be possibly options as well. Steam Power. Oof. What a name. Steam Power. Digging with his Linfield remarks, aren't you? I mean, look, I don't... To be fair, I'm trying my best to keep it all, like, on board. Carlando, appreciate the follow. Very kind. You know, I need to ride it out. I can't be like, yeah, you know what? Here's another thing I'm going to go with. Like, nah, it's not that thing. I've just kind of got to be, okay, that's interesting. And then, you know, we'll go where we go. I'm very aware I can talk myself into any problem. So, as I say, I was given a bit of a... So when we initially said we were going to do this challenge, the Athletic were like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, it'll be fine." Go forward to like less than 2 months into the stream. Oh, I've made a boo boo. Carlando, yeah. Well, Villa technically, yeah. Sunderland as well, I guess, is the other option. So they're my teams. Who are you supporting, Carlando? Who's your team? Let's just fill the bench with anybody's at this point. Liverpool. All right. Let's get these guys ready for first friendly. See what the team look like. Wilson can go in there as well. Who else are we going to have? Henderson. So that guy that keeps coming in then, and sorry to go back about this, but there's that guy that keeps coming in then about this fella who does impressions. People do realise that people who do impressions aren't particularly funny, right? Is that a thing? Or has no one cottoned on to that yet? Do you think ASI will update the match engine? No, I don't think so. I don't know if it's scripted, but I don't think it's anything like I don't understand how any I get that people complain that certain things aren't working for them, but for me I can't see any major issues with it. I'm not getting these sort of moments where players just stop and just don't do anything, or I get a couple of moments where I think that I sort of go, I wish the team had done better. But, these correct shots on the post and goalkeepers. Again, I haven't really noticed an issue with goalkeepers because I manage in low leagues where the goalkeepers are crap anyway. So I guess the last match we managed for Dungannon, the goalkeeper had a shocker, but I guess that I put it down to a little bit about the fact that he was clearly had no confidence, and we were playing Linfield. Ironically, we got he let 5 in. So I see players make mistakes. I sort of go, yeah, all right, makes sense. I've seen a couple of moments with centre backs where they've been stood next to each other, but again, I don't think it's a huge problem. It's and it's all about balance. When we had a chat with Nick Madden on the podcast, his point was very much a case if you tweak one thing, then it offsets everything else. So I don't understand how a game is made. That's a great ball, by the way. A hell of a finish. I don't understand how a game is made. I don't understand how easy or how difficult a tweak is. And I don't know if many people who play video games know how easy or how difficult making a tweak is and what will affect everything else. If you were to ask me what I think is going to happen in the future, my personal thought, this is basically only my personal thought, I think that the next match engine will be a completely brand new match engine. It might be for FM24, it might be for FM23, but I know for a fact that, because they've already tweeted out about it, that they're remodelling for women's football. So they've already had women wearing the motion capture suits to actually get the dynamics and get the animations right. So I think this is the match engine for either next year's game or the years after. But we know that they're working on a brand new match engine which will be completely scripted from the start, I believe. But then again, there's old source code. I think someone had said that when it was first run the script losing to bad teams, but that's football though, Rada. That's the problem. Man City aren't unbeaten. They lose games. It's always a thing. This is the world of giant killings is a thing. Villa beat Tottenham today. You would argue that's, if that happened in Football Manager, you'd be like, oh God, I can't believe I lost to Villa. But then it happens in real life. You know what I mean? City just drew with Everton. Exactly. These sorts of things happen. So you have to have that air of unpredictability. We know for a fact, and we probably all joke on going, all right, we're on an unbeaten run, we've scored 52 goals or whatever, and then we've won 10 games in a row. We're going to come up against the team who sat bottom. They've not won in God knows how long. Therefore you're going to lose, because again, that's how it would work in football. You almost have that air of confidence that the team who's a bit crap will raise their game to play you, because that's what happens in real life. And they don't want you to sit and just go, right, there's my tactic, I'll play that game, I'll come and chat to you guys for a wee bit, let the game go on in the background. They don't want that. They want you to engage with the game now and physically work on the changes. So if there is a moment and a momentum shift, Lama can tell you more about this than I am, of course, than I understand, to be honest, because Lama understands how the tactical side of it works better than me. But like in real life, you can have a proper momentum shift in the game, and you've then got to work out how to either capitalise on it if you're the team that gets momentum, or stop that momentum from the opposition. We've watched loads of our games on stream, and we've seen the match momentum and the data where we've been absolutely outplayed, but we've scored at the exact moment we've had a little bit of pressure, and we've timed our goal perfectly. Vice versa, of course, we've had other matches where we've dominated and we've conceded a goal the second that we've been under pressure. And again, that happens in real life. Even here, 13 shots, we've only scored 2 goals, and we're playing a friendly, My players take the ball down and leave the ball and run away. I mean, again, I can't comment on that, rather. I've not seen that personally. I've seen some people have it, but I've not seen it personally, so I can't really comment on that as a thing. Yeah, Scannell turned up and absolutely battered us, didn't he? He only scored 4 goals all season. They came against us in our final match for Dungannon. But that's one of those things. You could argue here that this isn't really a great result. We're only 1-0 up against. So let's try it again, shall we? We're only 2-0 up against a low level, possibly even non-league Scottish team. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with that. It's a friendly. We're just trying some things out, seeing what's what. But at the end, but some people just like winning. That's the thing, and that comes back a lot of the time. The answer is, oh yeah, but I like winning. And it's like, yeah, I get that. And as I say, that's me coming from a perspective of I don't know how to make video games. That's the problem. Yeah, could well be source code, absolutely. My thoughts have come down to if you like winning, play FIFA. Yeah, exactly. I think there's the question actually when someone asked about, does someone prefer off the bar? Who was asking? Someone was asking. It's Carlando. FM is better than FIFA. Anyone agree? Yes, I agree, because I can do more with it in terms of the career side of things. But if I just want to play a couple of games of football, there is a frustration, of course, with Football Manager, that you can't control certain moments, and that you do sort of sit and go, oh God, I wish I had actually been in charge of that shot, able to try the effort that I would have wanted. But yeah, if you want to do that, you go and play FIFA, and FIFA's decent. FIFA's fine. Everyone knows what you're getting for FIFA. So yeah, go and play that. But as Friendly says, why win when you can have narrative? For me, I'm telling a story on stream. It doesn't necessarily matter if I win or lose. It doesn't matter at all. Like, the game is essentially background, Like, it's all just about like us hanging out, having a nice time, having a bit of a chat, and the fact we have FM on as well is just a bonus, really. When I see a player take a shot instead of squaring the ball to an open teammate, I sit and go, I should play Pez. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you look at it and you go, yeah, that should be a thing. But again, even in real life, players make the wrong option. It's not always a Football Manager issue. It's not always a match engine issue. It's not always, they've done the wrong thing. Yeah, maybe they have done the wrong thing, but maybe the player's also just a bit shit. You know what I mean? Have you ever, like, that's an option as well. The player could just be shit. I like the fact that there was a feedback from a player there that says would prefer to have stayed on the bench. I like losing and winning. I always hope I draw the match, but I hate cheap losses, like the defender doesn't defend or runs away. I hate a cheap win. Again, and it's all balance, isn't it, Rada? It's all balance. Like, you could argue, again, you can argue with FIFA, and FIFA's a really good argument to use on this. Like, you're only as good as your actual opponent. So you can play FIFA, right? And you could play someone who's never played before, and you've got 100 games under your belt, and you win, right? You can have no games under your belt and load Football Manager up first of all, and you can win, right? So there's that sort of like, there's not as much of a learning curve in that sense. Obviously, I can argue that against, because I'm making it look like there's a lot of learning curve on Football Manager. So if you're playing online against someone, then again, you've got that sort of like, and I'm not going to have Ultimate Team as a thing, because that's just cheat mode essentially. That's like where you only have the best players, and it's all packs and stuff, and you're physically buying wins at that point. That's not a thing. But with FM, you've kind of got the whole like, right, I can go and watch videos of what tactics work. If you're going to do those sorts of things, I would definitely recommend that you go and check out the manager's seat for that sort of content, to like work out on like how to understand the game and how things work under the hood, like and get sort of like some experience learning how to use tactics. Don't necessarily just like rip the tactics off, but like look at the things and sort of go like, right, how does it work and why? That's what you need to work. Whereas with FIFA, it's just a case like, right, how do I just get a win? Like, it's not the same. There is differences. Main issue right now is after the Lido is that my strikers can't score, but I've also made the genius move to replace my strikers with cheap children. It's a me issue. That's a good point as well, Rogi. There is also that as well. Sometimes it comes down to you, and can you be accountable at that point? You know what I mean? That's the thing, innit? Can you be accountable? And I'm aware that a lot of the problems we've got in this game are definitely a me issue. Rogi, textiles manager for Primark, confirmed. Oh, I love that, because he's the least textiles manager for Primark ever. But you're right, he absolutely runs a sweatshop. Let's get that out in public now. We're not paying for loans, I'm afraid. We're not paying extra cash there. Guile and Zombie. Where have you come from? Jazz Lizard, is this the top league? It is. This is the top league in Northern Ireland. And we are just about to start our first season managing the current second place side. So we've made a bit of a step up. Christian Marks is a definite step up player as well, isn't he? Nice skin. Yeah, of course. Ask away skin is this one. It's the Tato skin. It's proven very, very popular this year. A person who's made it, I think, has done a great job. We used to use the what did we use? Renzi. We used to use Renzi, but there isn't one this year, unfortunately. He's not made one. So good you forgot. No, it's the fact that we've obviously been. It was from last year. So Renzi was the one. But yeah, they've not made one this year, unfortunately. But this is the Tato one, and it's lovely. We had Tato as well last year. I think this is better than last year's skin. I think it just is laid out better. And he had a couple of issues with some alignments, which I think have been fixed this time around, so they look better as well. So definitely be looking at that. That's a great option for a skin. New Zealand skin's not great this year. I've not used it. I've not used it. I know there was a couple of issues with it last year, I think, where people had said, I think, well, wasn't there a slight issue with like reloading the faces, I think, the face packs or something. Or have I misunderstood that? Yeah, there was an issue. There you go, issue with the code. Okay. Yeah, I thought there was something that had kind of like, there's like a conflict somewhere, wasn't there? Archie Meekson looks decent, doesn't he? I think I remember him. Did we sign him at some point last year? Archie Meekson? Can you not use 22 skins on 23? I don't think so. I think you have to get the newer version. Because sometimes they don't quite work, I don't think. So I would always recommend using the 23 specific one, if you can. Looked at him at Sunderland, Motherwell. Yeah, Motherwell rings a bell. Maybe, or was it not? I don't know if it was Motherwell. I don't know whether it was Motherwell makes sounds about right. Dobson. Oh, you know what, friendly? That's a great shout. Dollar Dobson. He's still only 29. 27 grand. He's reluctant to leave. That's a great shout, though. That's a great shout. Imagine getting Dollar Dobson in, though, man. The save would have taken like absolute. We veered off a little bit here. Right, Meekson's coming on trial, and so is that Zombie as well. Meekson, important player, and Zombie, fringe player, but plays for Leon. You know what I mean? Van Sass, is Van Sass available? Still at Man City, 27 grand. I think he's going to be I think he's a first teamer right now. I can't see him being yeah, we can't pay 27 grand, I'm afraid. But we certainly asked. We certainly looked at him. I mean, Meekson's got a dreadful tash, hasn't he? As an American, weekly wages are always a challenge for me to wrap my head around. It's a wage structure seen outside of football. I don't really know, to be honest. Are loans broken? No, loans aren't broken. Loans are just, I think it seems to be the thing of, if you're in the top divisions, then they expect to make money back on those loans, and that's something that maybe hasn't been considered previously. You see, paid week I was a temp. Yeah, it's mainly monthly wages, but for sports, I think it's just easier for everybody to understand, if that makes sense. Rogi's not a footballer, just in case anybody's concerned there. But at the same time, though, Rogi, you also are, right? What's happened here? Why is the budget's not a thing? Why can't we get... Right, that's better. We've obviously got a bid in for someone that's clearly not going to come. Meekson's going to scam an LD, the rich woman, out of a fortune in 120. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Because that would obviously help us generate more cash as well. If we can get players to sign up to our, or convince more players to sign up to pyramid schemes, that would be brilliant. I tell you what, let's withdraw this contract for him because he's on quite a bit of money. He is good, but let him stay in England for now. Matthew Lusty comes deep to get the ball. 23, C+. There's not really much there, is there? I mean, it'll send out young players on loans for at least 6 months. There was a bit of an issue. There was a few sort of like moments where we were struggling with that as well. But I think it's also, again, it could be down to the amount of leagues you've got loaded in, rather. So think about when you've got those players selected, like where do you want them to go? Like are you looking to send them out of the league? Look at the money in the leagues as well. Like if you've just I guess like if you just sort of taken over a new team, it's brand new season as well. Like sort of it's the start of the game. You're trying to shift players out. Sometimes those clubs don't have like enough space in their rosters or whatever, or they've not planned for a loan coming in. So sometimes those sorts of things do sort of like come into play. Sometimes, and also as well, you got to remember, as crap as it sounds, sometimes if you're looking to get rid of your players, it's because they're not good enough, and they might not be good enough for other teams either. So, that's a thing as well. Oh dear, injury to a young player. Broken arm, out for 8 weeks. See what he can see when he comes back then. Right, so we're still looking for a winger, but we've brought in Meekson, so let's see what Meekson can do out wide as a new option. Let's put in Zombie in as well. Ollie Shaw is probably going to cost too much, isn't he? Really. Josh Dawes a backup. Ben Wilson's a fringe player. Jenkins doesn't have the ability. There's McCurry. Ollie Shaw's surplus to requirements. That's not what you want, is it? Right. So there you go. So again, another pre-season friendly. No one's ready to play for the Bundesliga. Can't send them out on loan for free. I don't know what the loan registrations are either. Or like sort of, because there's no sort of registration about the amount of players you have to have in your squads who are from Germany. I guess, is that right? That's not a thing, is it? Not sure rather. Mr. Championship Manager days, you had 2 tactics on stream, one with the ball, one without the ball. I know, Knutsford. Completely agree. Jazz, what's the reason for this team? So the reason for this team, Jazz, is that the save itself is called the British Steel Challenge. Now we have to attempt to win everything in the English, Scottish, Welsh and Northern Irish leagues of football. So that means all of the leagues, all the cups. We start unemployed. We have... Dylan's gone for money. Yeah, I've gone for money for this club, to be honest. So you start unemployed, you have no experience, you take whatever job comes at you. So we started our save at Banbridge in the 3rd Division of Northern Irish football. We got promoted, we won a cup. There's loads of cups to win though, so we're sort of lagging behind a little bit. We then stagnated a little bit in the Championship. We took an opportunity to go to Portadown, who were a bigger club, but we're also in the Championship. We thought we could take them back up into the Premiership. Didn't quite work out. We got to the semi-finals of the Mid-Ulster Cup, got beat by Dungannon, who are a Premiership side, and we got pretty heavily beat, to be honest. But we did actually get offered the job to go and manage Dungannon. Now, they were bottom of the table at Christmas. They had no wins in the league, so we thought, right, that's a bit of an interesting opportunity. Let's go there. We've got a potential for a cup final. We won the cup. League form didn't really work out, so we resigned. about 3 games to go before the league split, and we're like, right, let's get out of here, hold our reputation up. And then somehow we got offered the job as the team who finished second in the league to manage them. So that's why we're here. We've got lots of trophies to win, and these are second most, probably the club with the biggest history in Northern Ireland, the best chance to win trophies, and as Friendly Ghost says, money talks. So here we are with cash. So that's why we're here. So we'll try and win as many goals as we can with Linfield, then we'll look to move on. We go to Wales next door, or maybe Scotland. He looks at Simon Poland's Matty Cash. That's not a bad shout, actually, yeah. Cash moves everything around. Cream got the money. Dollar bills, y'all. That's where we're at right now. But hey, more money, more problems, right? You can't have 99 players in your team, so places for loans should be possible. Hey, oh yeah. TJFM is for the kids. Yeah, Clark's wallabies all round for everybody. Makes a nice ball in for O'Neill. Puts it wide. Yeah, instead of old dirty bastard, I'm just called old bastard. What's the next step from this league? Is it possible to play in Europe? Yeah, it's 100% possible to play in Europe. So we actually have the Europa League qualifiers. That's our next match. So we've just got a couple of friendlies in first of all to sort of see what the team looks like, see how we play as a unit, see if the tactic that we're hoping to play works, and just sort of get a bit of a feel for the club. So yeah, we could well end up playing in Europe, although it's not actually part of the expectations for the challenge. It's always nice to have a potential bit of experience in Europe, right? Evening, Jem. Thoughts? How are we, sir? Welcome in. Happy New Year. How was your stream? Hope you had a wonderful time. Nice to see you all. Nelios Bambelios is in. Bless you. Welcome in. Lewan, hope Ronaldo breaks his leg. I mean, I'm not fussed about him breaking his leg. Let's be honest. There's many other reasons to hate Ronaldo. But yeah, it's just hey, the man's retired with dignity and grace. Remember that. So it's the whole thing, isn't it? Of players at the top of their game, So there you go. That cake certainly didn't feed 4. I mean, this is the trouble. Of Barton. Like those cakes, they don't feed 4. I've had a cheesecake that apparently served 6, and I ate it all. So did not serve 6. Did not serve 6 at all. Let's change the other Neil. Let's have a little look at this French winger, shall we? See what Ollie Shaw looks like as well. To be fair, to respect Ronaldo's decision. I mean, it's based on financial security. So yeah, in that sense, it's 100% right. As I say, we are now doing the British Oil Challenge, so we're only going to clubs that have got morally bankrupt owners. So there you go. We've turned heel. Ollie Shaw pulls it back to Meekson, who misses the header. Kinsella inside. Oh, and Zombie. First touch, I think, into the roof of the net. The rare FM heel turn. Don't see that too often. Around here we don't, to be honest. But to be fair, maybe we do, because I had my heel turn when I refused to get sacked from Aberdeen. If anyone's new, by the way, you missed a great moment on last year. No, FM21. We had a moment. We started managing in Peterborough, okay, and we did well. And for some reason, I thought, let's go to Scotland. Went to Motherwell. They went okay. It was fine, Motherwell. And then we went to Aberdeen, which again, in theory, was like a good step up, good opportunity to like sort of push on and make like a really good journeyman save. Aberdeen went dreadful. really dreadful. So from the start of the season to Christmas, we were like on the brink of getting sacked. The next match on Boxing Day was Celtic, and pretty much we were about to get booted out. Okay, I said to the chat, I was like, really sorry, we're not gonna have that match now. You're not getting your sacking. Right, we'll do that tomorrow. Get everyone in tomorrow, and you can see a sacking right now. I need to have a think about this, right? And of course everyone kicks off and like goes, fucking boo, we want the sacking, we want the sacking, we want the sacking. Went into like, I think it was Big Man on Campus's stream, and like they're going, Tony's ripped us off from a sacking, we wanted that. And then the next day turned up and I was like, right, live sacking on stream. Loads of people in the chat before the stream even started. It was brilliant. And I had this sort of like opening like, introduction that I normally do, and it's like, so, hello everyone, sorry about yesterday, really embarrassed, like soz. Was on the screen for about 10 minutes, and I was like going like, yeah, I should have really just fronted up, should have just got sacked, like, obviously you're there for that, it's entertainment. I was like, oh, there's a plan B. And as I opened the stream up, I then resigned straight away on the stream. I could just resign because I don't have to get sacked. Everyone went off it again. And then the next day we clicked through the next day on the game, and then got offered the Azerbaijan job there and then. So that was a good moment. That was a really good moment. Ian Jebaru, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Big shout, of course, there to Jebaru, a man who's won some PvP now as well. He's the Road to Legends champion. So there you go. A legend incoming. Rich is ripping FMT off. What's going on here? Hang on 2 seconds. Let me have a look. Was Rich drying his eyes with money? When did Rich get paid? What's happened there? What have I missed? He looks decent, man. Actually, it's Ryan Richardson. What did I miss, Jebaru? What's the thing? He had an announcement to make. Now the thing is, though, if it's Rich, the announcement would invariably be something like, "I'm going to try and see this save out for the next few weeks." This is what Rich happened when this is what happened when Rich heard you went to Linfield. Probably. I mean, I like this. Christian Marks, centre back, midfielder possibly, or maybe striker at best. He's seeing his save out. Is he? On his terms or on the game's terms? Because again, they're two different things, aren't they? He didn't seem like he was enjoying it. He didn't seem like he was having a nice time. He was managing Stuttgart. I mean, that's definitely not managing out. That's definitely not seeing out Liga MX, is it? I'm going to see out Liga MX by leaving and going to manage in Germany. That's what I'm going to do. Evening, Benjamin Besser. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Ibrahima Banche. He's wanted by 25 clubs. All the clubs, by the looks of it. Try and get yourself in. Come and have a trial. David Sunday Haruna. I mean, again, looks reasonable. What about Southend? Decent dribbling for a centre back / left winger. Star player for Dartford. Interesting. This guy, well, we know about him though, but Dylan Watts, David Burke. You could possibly play a right wing. You're more likely to go to Blackburn and Hull, though, aren't you? That's the problem. Swedish legend in the house. Sam Robinson. Again, probably not one for us. Shea Gordon we've looked at. Can't get him on loan just yet. Jamie Doran. Another Glenavon player. See my favourite one will start a raid convenient right here. Nice. Just to give my first promotion of the year in FM. There we go. There we go, Lobes. That's what it's all about. Congratulations. Michelino's in. Hello, Michelino. Nice to see you. Are you well? Happy New Year. Hope everything is treating you good. Hope you had a cracking Christmas. Hope New Year's good. Hope your current news saves are going well. New databases and everything. Power Sullivan. Let's drop a little thing there. Is it bad to have a good goalkeeper that doesn't like big games? Yeah, that's quite worrying. That probably is quite worrying, to be honest. If most of your games are big games, I would say you need to look to get him done. Get a new keeper in. Quickly. Alfie Kilgore. Where did he play? Mansfield. Again, he's probably going to be looking for league football, isn't he? Rashawn Williams. Let's play for Hull. He's probably going to want bigger, better things. Aidan Marsh. Barnsley. Tommy Lonergan. Callum Marshall. Ballymena. Who have they got as their recommendations? Callum Marshall, and what's he got? Did he score many goals last year? 10. Formerly of Linfield anyway, actually. Sean Moore and Zombie and Lusty. Right, so not a great amount then. Okay. Vante Marsh can come in on loan then. Box-to-box midfielder, right? So not a centre-back at all then. And Aidan Marsh, star striker. Right. Like a flare might limit him. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do, because obviously his finishing's not the highest. His off the ball's not the highest. But I'm guessing his wages are going to be quite high. Meekson's joined in though, so that's good. Off to bed, JM. Appreciate you as always. Hope the first Monday of 2023 treats us well. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Love you, have you in. Appreciate the raid. As I say, take it easy. We'll catch you soon. Again, another big shout out there for JM. Thoughts? Do drop him a follow. He's a good guy. We like him a lot. Evening, Northern Pilgrim. How are you, sir? Welcome in. Happy New Year. What was Benjamin's response? Benjamin's... was your response about you were off to see Michelino, but you've ended up here instead? Sorry, you have to see Jem, but you're here, sorry. Is that what I was meant to say? I can't see anything else on there. If you responded with something else, I can't see it right now. But that's what I've seen so far, Benjamin. But hope all's good. Hope all's good. Let's keep that going. We haven't got any scouts as well as not scouts. We haven't got any coaches, I should say. Sorry, at this point, it's probably worth mentioning that. You know. Right, so Meekson's going to be coming in. He obviously wants to use the club as a stepping stone, which is completely fine, to be honest. Pilgrim, good, thanks to my Happy New Year. It was a pre-season admin stream tonight with Macclesfield. We don't even know which league we're in for next season yet. Oh, nice. Nice. Does that mean like as in you're about to be relegated, or you are looking for something different? Or you've been promoted? I don't know. What's my approach to team shape? Do you go with what you think is best for your current squad, or do you build towards something you prefer if you don't have the players? So this one, so usually what I do is I usually go in with a bit of an idea of like, this is how I'd like to play. But with this squad, I've looked very much at what I've got, and I'm going to play with what we've got. If we get another couple of players in, which we have the money to do, then I'm also going to start, because I'd like to get another striker in, right? Then I'd like to be able to play a 4-3-3 proper. We're playing a 4-2-3-1 at the minute, but it could technically become a I need to move that out so Meeks can't play. We could potentially look to play like that, which would work quite handy for us, or we could maybe work like that, which again is our other option. So again, I'd like to do that. That means we need to sign 3 strikers really. At this point, I don't think we've got the players for that to work. But we don't know. Maybe we might have the right team. We're not sure. So at this point, we're not entirely sure. But we're thinking about it and going like, right, okay, what do we want from the club? Trophies is what we want at this point. So realistically, we're going to be looking for what is going to be, what's going to get us all the goals and all the wins. So I'm tempted to start like that, to be honest, in this game. All right, let's pay him a little bit. He might be decent, to be honest, as a right-sider. Dribbling cross is not brilliant, though. We'll have a think. Striking option, James Daly. He's currently the reserve assistant manager at Dungannon. So, unfortunately, he would have been part of our old squad backroom staff. Actually, I'm going to delay that because I'm not sure about whether we pay for a midfield. I'm probably going to cancel it, actually. I don't think we should be paying for backup players. Bizarrely placed in the Southern Premier League this season. Not sure if it's a glitch in a custom database and will be in the National League South, or was it due to the number of northern teams we've got in the National North? Oh, are you using a custom database, are you? Because that could be part of the reason. But then again, I'm sure there's a bit of a thing where some of the league balance was off, I think, a couple of years ago, and they obviously tried to move that around, so that might be it as well. To have the English National League, we will have, but we're in 2027 at this point. So what is it, James Day? Is this what you're talking to myself here, or is it that free agent who's a 17-year-old new gen? That's not him, is it? Tom Lee has been amazing from Altrincham. Tom Lee is free. Actually, I'm going out on a limb here. Is Tom Bloxham going to be available? How much does he cost? 6'5". I think he'd be incredible, right? He's a striker for walking in real life. Oh, okay. I don't think he's coming through just yet. Is it James Daly? Oh, okay, you might be an option there then. Yeah, James Daly, yeah. No, not showing up. Yeah, we've got everything loaded in, like literally everything loaded in. So he will show up at some point, I'm guessing. By Blackburn, so we're probably not gonna get him. Owen Hickley, promising fullback from Hibs. He is a promising fullback. £4.6 million. Oof. Philip Warwick. Unless he's just sort of like not been picked up, so he's just left the game possibly. Actually, let's have a look. If he's at Woking. Right, is he there now, is he? Go back to the start of the game. Right, see if he's actually been released. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's been released and he's just left. So he's out of the game now, sadly. That explains that one. Okay, so we're about to take charge of our first proper match. And it's the Europa Conference League. This makes no sense. We're going to have a game that's got music. We've not had this before. We've definitely not had this before. Right. We've got press who are awestruck. We've not had that before either. Let's see where this one goes, shall we? Linfield squad to be confirmed. Let's register Archie Meekson so he can play. So maybe we don't go with this 4-3-3 actually. Kiss, how's the new year treated you? Can you please explain the goal of the British Steel Challenge? So welcome in first of all. Happy New Year as well to yourself. So the goal is very simple. The goal is to win basically everything in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So all of the leagues, all of the cups. We are trying our best to do that. We're currently 6 seasons in. Well, this is the start of season 6. And we're about to have a go now, and hopefully we can push on and make that happen. Whether we do or not, we don't know, but we're trying our best. We're currently in our fourth club now. We're at Linfield in Northern Ireland. We've got some money this time round. So this is good, and we're actually about to play in Europe for the first time, which is really quite odd. Because again, this is just things that we've not considered. We started at the obviously you're meant to start unemployed, right? So we did that, and we ended up at Banbridge in the 3rd division. We did all right there. We got them promoted. We won a cup, so that was good. Then we went to Portadown. Didn't do great there. Went to Dungannon, won a cup with them. Didn't do great. Ultimately got into the position where they were probably going to fire us, but we left. And then we just hung out for a little bit, waited until the season died down, and then the dust settled, and we were looking for some jobs, and it turned out that the Linfield job was available, and they sent us an email going, "Would you like to manage us?" And we were like, "Really? You sure? That makes no sense because we weren't very good, but yes, please. If that's an option, let's do it." So yeah, they just said, "Fine, let's lock it down." So here we are. Stephen O'Hare, is he worth a? If he plays for Man City, then yeah, he's probably going to be better than what we got, right? Look, I'll pay you, but I can't give you a mandatory £5 million fee because we don't have that sort of money for a 16-year-old. So, have we won anything out of the save, or is it like this every year? This is no. So we've won three trophies so far, but yeah, it's going to be there's not been a lot of success. I'll be honest, right? You know, but we're not here for success really in the grand scheme of things. So another Noam Emran. He's currently unattached. Formerly of Cambridge, formerly of Manchester United. Get him in on trial, see what he says. Here we go then. We're about to play in the champion, not the champion. We're about to play in the Conference League. How bizarre! How bizarre! Actually, we haven't loaded anything in yet, have we? We spent all this time setting this up as well last time, didn't we? Jumping reach 18, that's what we want. Right, who's got? Who's got better acceleration? Let's get these all set up and then we can go even down, like the grinding way out, even though you aren't successful. Exactly. We don't, success is like, is, I mean, that's really, it's like an individual thing, isn't it? Like, as to what do you deem as successful really in the grand scheme of things? These loaded in and then we're all fine, right? Right, there we go. Let's go. Time for some European football, everyone. I can't believe we're about to play in Europe. This is just weird. Weird. Ryan Connolly owns the number 8 shirt. He can have the number 8 shirt. Why not? Go on. Meekson's got 7. Joe Duffy can have 15. Let's do it then. My centre-backs underperform every other game. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, well, it depends upon how you're playing, doesn't it, to be honest? It's going to obviously come down to your tactic ultimately as to whether or not that's something that's working or going against you. What are you trying to get them to do? Are they ball players? Are you playing a high line? Have we got some European music playing? Have we got that happening? Going to be coming out now. Look at this. Actual stuff. European nights at Linfield. We're up against Petrolol. Look at this. First time we've seen this on stream. It might actually be the last time we see it. Actually won't be because we've got the second leg to play as well. But how bizarre. How bizarre. First stream of 2023. And it's our first match in Europe. Let's go. Linfield in blue, by the way, and Petrolol in the yellow. The Romanian First Division side. We're playing this horrible 4-2-3-1 formation that I despise, but we hope will work. Steam Power. British Steam Power already getting himself a goal. After less than 4 minutes, we've taken the lead. Here comes the money. 1-0 up. Right, I need a new emote that's just money. Just cash. Big header. Meekson, Duffy, O'Neill, Cooper. Through. Thought he was cutting that back. It wasn't. I don't know if he went for a shot or not. I'm not sure. It's It's one of those in it where it's like, has he, hasn't he? We don't know. But at the minute, 1-0 up. Steve Power, the man whose name you'd love to touch. But you cannot touch. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Interceptions. Player trait. Shoots with power. Yeah, 100%. Does everything with power. Ball with the outside of the foot. Cooper. Offside, surely. Can't believe he's missed. We won a corner somehow. I thought we'd almost scored there. Bundling a corner in somehow. The name sounds good in your ear, but you mustn't fear because his name can be said by anybody. Here he comes, Power again. Duffy with a volley from the edge there. That's not going in, is it? Let's be honest. Don't be silly, Duffy. Calm yourself down. Kinsella, Palmer. Thought about it, didn't he? O'Brien. Boys. Palmer. Look at that for a ball. Cooper's there. Oh. Can we play you every week? Can we play you every week? This is what we're after. 2-0 up. Game's not over yet. Pouncing on mistakes. We never did that. This is what happens, folks, when you play 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. The game just goes, you might as well win then. You know, if you're not taking it seriously, why should we? Let's just watch and see what happens now. Look at that, we're even defending well. Look at the size of Power as well. He's an Adonis. Cooper. Wilson, this is a far cry from Bambridge, isn't it? Meekson, ball in for O'Neill. 3-0. I mean, these are Waitrose trifle goals, aren't they? Let's be honest. Meekson with the ball in. O'Neill with the finish. O'Neill was on a 6.6 up until that point. All of a sudden he's jumped up to a 7.8. 7.5, sorry. The stairs like this is yours to lose now. Oh, Meeks, is that champagne in the flask? Maybe. You know, I'm just gonna light a cigar on stream, I think now. 3-0 up. Right, lads. We've done all right. Let's not lose this second half. O'Neill, we got him for a steal. O'Neill, the titanium diamond-studded flask. I mean, you know, yeah, a little bit, right? We deserve some of the finer things in life. I think that's how it works, right? When will the next FMT Football Manager Show podcast be out? So FMT, I believe, should be out. I'd imagine it'll be out Tuesday if they've recorded this week. Football Manager Show will be out unofficially on the 11th of January. We're just finishing off our Christmas break, so we're coming back and getting ourselves all settled and ready to go again. So we're back on the 11th. So if you haven't already started subscribing to that podcast, go and get yourself a little listen to it. It's very good. It's very, very good. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Do you feel dirty about moving to Linfield now you're in Europe? Yeah, 100%. I feel like I've got imposter syndrome at this point in time. Like, I've done everything I've despised. I've gone to a team who's like successful. I'm playing 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. And yeah, hate. If it works, I'm going to hate it even more. Because then you'll all be sat there going, God, if you'd just done this at the start, Tony, you wouldn't have had to go to Linfield. You'd be like, I know. Stop telling me the obvious things. Is the show on YouTube? The Football Manager show, not the Football Manager show, unfortunately. FMT is, though. You can follow FMT, Football Manager Therapy. It's my old podcast. That's on YouTube. You can get that there. Search Football Manager Therapy on YouTube. You can get caught up. Football Manager show at the moment is only on all of your usual podcast platforms. Tony's carving out a niche by being the most self-loathing content manager. Yeah, God, give the people what they want. Parasites. Here I am, winning just for you guys. Ugh. I don't know. It's a Light of the Moon. So basically, Linfield. I mean, look, Linfield. There's a bit of a. They're the unionist football club in Northern Ireland, and so they're very sort of like British. They're very. They link up with Rangers. So my family are Celtic fans. So it's like. There's obviously been the troubles, of course. So it's like. Ethically, I'm unsure I should really be here. To be honest, morally, I'm unsure I should really be here. So that's why I kind of want to win as much as I can do, as quick as possible, and then just get it like off stream or something. Right? Okay, I've done that. So he's missed the penalty, but still, it's not as bad as being Newcastle. So there is that, you know. Because I mean that's also really bad. But we desperately need to win trophies, unfortunately. So I kind of had to be like, oh, right, let's just do this. So yes, we've got loads of things we still need to win and see what we can do. The fact we've missed a penalty and I'm not even bothered is decent, right? Very happy. We've already got a win. That's more than we had at Dungannon. The most British Irish team. Yeah, so they are very much want to be part of the union. So whereas like some teams in Northern Ireland obviously would rather be Irish. This Linfield would rather be British, if that makes sense. Depends upon how much you know about British and Irish politics and history. And I'll be honest, I don't know I don't really. I'm aware that I could put my foot in it a lot, so I'm trying to sort of like tiptoe around it. As you can see, there's a friendly against Rangers as well, which has already been organised by the club. So again, I feel uneasy, but I just have to power through. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. You know. Yes, that's the thing. Take the politics out of it, and it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Just it'll be fine, Tony. Don't worry. Just what'll happen is if you lose, with this team, then it's like then you're really shit, really really shit at the game, which is also true actually. Do we pay for Stephen O'Hare? They say he's better than Mickelson. I mean, he is a Man City player, so he probably is better. We're still waiting for these players to be released as well from their contracts. It's the end of July, isn't it? That's when all the players get released, yeah? Pay for him, that's your thing. There is that, yeah. In you come. Come on. Use the expensive bathroom. Just piss on the floor. Someone will clean that up, don't worry. We've got staff around here. You don't need to do things like thinking anymore. We can even potentially trial a guy from Arsenal. Nice. Niall John. This is a very, very weird part of the save. Because we were like sort of scrapping around for like just anybody when we were like in the at the other clubs, we were just scrapping, going like, who's a player? Who can we actually get? Hawaii Ryan, this is the Tato skin. There you go, that's what you got there. And just as we announced that, we can also announce Rich Owens is in the chat. Everyone, hello. Say hello to Rich Owens. Go and drop the man a follow. Wonderful, wonderful human being. He's, of course, the host of Football Manager Therapy, which we've just been talking about. And he's been wiping his tears with £5 notes. So it's almost like he's been following this stream as well. So, evening, Rich. How the devil are you, buddy? How is everything going? Happy New Year, of course. Evening, Sam. Welcome in. Nice to see you, pal. Rich Owens, Waddle-Wade. Yes, of course, Links. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Can leagues earn more money if your team is successful? For example, could this league eventually earn close to APL rates if given enough time? Potentially. I don't know how the idea of the dynamic leagues was floated last year. I don't know if it's sort of like how it's coded in. We tried to do a Build a Nation last year and it wasn't a thing, right? So I don't know is the short answer. Possibly, but whether or not you can get Premier League money, I don't know right now. Maybe. Rage quit Mexico. So, yeah, perfect, that's what you want. And then you've started a new save in Germany. There you go. That's what it is. That's what it needs to be. Dives into tackles. Don't like dives into tackles. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's loads of odd people on everywhere. Unfortunately, lionesses. But yeah, and one of those people is probably me, to be honest. So I'll try and keep myself level if I can. Stuttgart. Now the question is, do I go for a better goalkeeper? He's already better than Ferguson and going to be better in the future. Surely the answer is yes. Hello, United City FM. How are you, sir? Welcome in. I mean, we've got the cash, right? We've got the cash to do that sort of thing. So maybe we do. This is the thing. I'm unsure about what to do with all this money kicking around. You know, where's the guy that we liked? The defensive midfielder. There was a defensive mid that we looked at and we went, right, who's that guy? Cash now. This series is progressing. Oh mate, like we have, like, look at this, Rich. Look. Transfer budget was £850,000. I've adjusted it to add some more to wages. Pay our staff to do the red bottom challenge. Budget 2.7 million in the bank. Right? Crazy save. I don't get it. I don't get how we're currently in the top, near the top levels of the game in Northern Ireland. It's baffling to me. Who was the monster lad that we saw? Scrolling back through the chat because I can't see where he's gone. I'm sure he's on the shortlist. Sure he was. Just going back through it. Yeah, we've got Claudio Ranieri's a racist. Still talking about that. Good. Have you considered buying Poland's Matty Cash? Yeah. Rich Tony's abandoned all his principles. Yes, there is that. Here for the money. Money only, please. Money me. Can you remember what he's called? Sure, he's a midfielder, wasn't he? Hey, Claudio, just give in. Who tried to sign an Islands, Declan Rice and Jack Grealish? No, not yet. Chevron James, that was the guy, wasn't it? No, we haven't tried to sign them, actually. They're not willing to let him go. He is transfer listed though. How much is he transfer listed for? 450 grand. Do you reckon that they might let him go for free? It's unlikely, isn't it? It's unlikely. The £1 million man is unstoppable. He's got his own belt. Yeah. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh, money talks. Money talks. That's what we got around here. Just chucking it all around. Yeah. Season tickets, that 459. Oh, and they expect to sell another 500. What? Jeez. Oof. Exactly. Oof indeed. Oof indeed. And we're doing well in Europe without even any backroom staff. Tory Jameson indeed. 100%. Yeah. What trophy are you going to win this season? I'm going to win the Charity Shield. That's probably about it. I think it's going to be really depressing when we don't win anything with this team, Kev. But we're going to try. Like, surely if we can't win with this team, then we're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. It's got to be. The no trifle message was pinned. Yeah, it was. People need to know. People need to know. You know, that's the thing. TJ Mogg. I feel as though people have to be aware that there is no trifle tonight, because people will come in going, oh, he's the guy that does the trifle. Why is he not eating the trifle? I'm too bourgeois now. So, you know, I only eat vol au vent. You know, that's the thing. I had a swan before we started. It was lovely. There's a bit of lack of trifle this festive season. I can only apologise for dropping the ball so badly. Kev, don't you apologise, Kev. Don't you apologise. But I'm now eating truffles, so that's how we do. That's how we do it on this stream. Swan trifle. Yeah. You can get a good rate goalkeeper for 400 grand. I just paid 20 million down and 28 million over 2 years. Blind Tesco ran out of trifle. No, not at all. Not at all, Links. I'm just considering that, like, you know, after a while there'll be a point when a trifle a night is going to catch up to you. Granted, we've only done two. Next dessert is a sticky toffee pudding. Actually, here's we had a sticky toffee pudding last night, myself and Mrs. J, and a chocolate bomb as well. So a couple of those goo desserts. So yeah, I'm complaining about not having a trifle, but I'm just like, yeah, I had 2 desserts from one of those goo ranges last night. And again, they're not cheap. If anyone's wondering where their Prime sub goes, it's going on Goo. And I threw the ramekin out as well. Didn't even need to keep it. What cost of living crisis exactly, Friendly Ghost? Do you know what I mean? Don't believe everything you read in the papers. And I've got my lights on, so just you wait till I turn the heating on. Whoa! I've got a link up with Al Nazir. I really haven't. You're really getting into this role. I am a little bit, aren't I, Sultan? I'm starting to get there. I think it's easy because it's literally everything against what I am. So I'm just like, right, here's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what's been great for football: the Newcastle takeover. What? It's been brilliant. You've accidentally revealed you're actually working class, and the poshest thing you come up with under pressure was a vol au vent. Mrs. J can get help to do 2 loads of washing. Oh, hey, Friendly Ghost, we did washing earlier, and I put the dryer on. We've got a penalty. 2 goals disallowed. Oh, Cooper's gone. There you go. 1-0 up against that lot. Mr. Jameson, what are your thoughts on the Super League? Bring it on. We need that. We need a Super League now. Get rid of all those pleb clubs. Do you know what I mean? People don't want to be watching rubbish football. Just get the good teams playing each other all the time. Play in space if you can. What we should do is we should move it all to the Middle East. Because then you can play all year round because it's dead hot and that. Never have to worry about a match being postponed for rain. Or a frozen pitch. 2-0. I know it's only a friendly, but Qatar sounds great. They've just done a World Cup, I believe. So they've clearly got the infrastructure. This is Jake at the White Hills of the Campari is sold out for the Volleyball's. Volleyball's on Tesco's website are out of stock. We know why. Yeah. Had a Bellini as well. Oh, over the top. Don't matter. There you go. This 4-2-3-1 gegenpress, and this is what it's all about. Why have we not been doing this from the start? What interaction with the game in front of you? No one needs to do that. Just click do football. That's what we need to do. With the sort of money you've got now, you can buy a Taylor Swift. Yeah, exactly. Buy a Taylor Swift. Get all of the references that we need. Get her to say them. The usual. So I said do football, not do our football. I was very, very clear about that. Massive fan of Tony's idea of being the bad guy manager, just having the equivalent of a 1970s dinner party for his tea. Beating Rangers with Linfield, the Irish will be proud. Exactly, they're going to be so conflicted on that. You're like, oh, we're winning, but they stand for the same things that we do. I don't know. It's like two negatives make a positive, I think. Possibly. I don't know. As I say, I'm aware it's only a friendly, but they are playing their full strength team, so. So therefore, by default, we have now got a better team. And I demand the Celtic job now. I wonder if this is going to be an issue when it comes to trying to manage Celtic in the SPL. Turns out you used to manage... No. Don't worry about that. That's not a thing. Don't worry. We all knew he'd stopped in 1980s music. Didn't realise it was also gastronomically. Yes. And also economically. Financially as well. Tony celebrates finishing British Steel with a prawn ring and a bayonet. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, to celebrate British Steel challenges, I'm going to close a mine. So that's what I'm going to do. Hope you're all looking forward to that. I'm going to raise taxes, and I'm going to refuse to fund public services. So you're welcome. I've had a lovely challenge. Had some Viennetta earlier. It's potentially top tier. It is. It's always up there, isn't it? Mint Viennetta as well, just to piss Dave Goodger off. Oh, Minamino's through. He's missed as well. Only Celtic, Sao Paulo and Livorno will turn this around. Yeah. Well, I see him put a pitchfork in his eyes. I mean, to be fair, what I could do is I could turn it back and just like sort of stick a fork into the Dulwich as well, of course. I could stick a flag in the middle of the centre circle. I could be like Graham Souness, couldn't I? And that's never a thing that we want to be doing. We never want to be in a world where it's like, you should be like Graham Souness. It's a great idea, isn't it? Oh, cleared. Oh, cleared again. Minamino. Ah, let them have one. Let them have one back. Flagging just a large print version of a £20 note. Yeah, exactly. Get in. What about that? I'm pretty happy with that as a friend. As a result, that's a friendly. I'll take that. Absolutely. Okay, so they're not going to accept our free transfer offer for Chevron James. Bit of a shame, innit? If go full British Steel, Malta, Gibraltar, the Falkland Islands. Oh God. No, next year, Links. We did suggest at one point about doing a British Empire, a Fallen Empire challenge. JMO plays YouTube. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. We did consider doing it as a former Empire challenge and going back through every nation where, unfortunately, England have had an empire, and or the Commonwealth or whatever, and then essentially saying sorry and going back and winning something to keep going. So that was an option. Don't know where we're going to go with it though, but it was a thought. Let's cancel that Ryan Richardson one off because he's not gonna be as effective as that lad from Man City. Welcome into Plutocrat Jameson's morally bankrupt adventure. It really is getting that way, isn't it? It really is. I can't believe I've become this guy. We're not being quick at imagination that Britain hasn't invaded. Yeah, exactly. Good evening. Welcome to the Mars League. British Empire, good looking Qatar, St. Lucia and Malawi. Yeah. We're fine. There's loads of money kicking around there, right? I'll just make all the bad stuff go away. Clearly. Tony's going to reinvade them all because of money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, if you weren't in the stream earlier when we played our first match in the Europa Conference League, there's some music that played beforehand. So we're going to get to hear that again today. That's lovely. Wait, he's not going to the police. Shane McCauley's gone to LAN. From us, apparently. Oh, that's a shame. But it's fine. We'll just buy new players. Like, fair enough. If players are leaving, who cares? Who cares? Teach them the trifle recipe. Yeah, right. Change of plan. Right. Next year we're streaming Civilization. Okay, and it's going to be fine. Harry Lynch looks handy. He's banned for everything is a bit of an issue, but you can play across the back. FM23 Civ 6 edition. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be great. Yeah, how was the stream last night? Oh, Tony's changed. We prefer 2022 Tony, because 2023 Tony said some things that I think he needs to take back. Stephen O'Hare's rejected the move. I mean, look, if it's down to money, we've got more money. We've got more money. I don't know. Paul O'Neill. Did I say $15 a week? Yeah, it probably would have done, actually. We're not well, some players aren't on much money, but some players will be on big bucks. Wrong keeper. You know, you should go on Twitter, the podcast Athletic Self, and complain about being cancelled. Yeah, I could do that. Right, who's with me? God, you can't say anything these days anymore, can you? That's the problem, you know. Bloody gammons, a lot of them. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. European musics. Yeah. This is great fun. Come on then, let's see if we're going to progress into the next part of the European pathway. This is just bizarre. TJ's War on Walk. Sounds like a new NXT Superstars music. It does a little bit, Mrs. J, yeah. Weighing in at 200 pounds. Great ball at top. No one's there. Cooper lets it drop. Oh, Neil heads it wide. Weighing 200 pounds, Dalton Maxwell. Sounds like an NXT name, doesn't it? Marjorie Binbag. Oh, roll on the top. Making £2 is that your wallet? Yeah, my wallet competes in the heavyweight division. Do you remember Yokozuna? He's the only person that can lift up my cash. $21 stones, 21 carats. I'm not sure £200. Is it £200? No, £200 isn't 21 stone. £200 is like 15 stone or something. 2.5 July for the slam competition queued up after this stream. Nice ball through. Cooper takes it through. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Beautiful. Did you see the Shinsuke has been in? Is it Noah today? What a finish that is! And where Lex Luger went on the face, slamming Yokozuna. Excellent. Have a little watch to some of that little finish as well. How do you have more wins in Europe than you did in the league with Dungannon? I don't know, Rocky. I don't understand it. None of it makes sense. El Pepe, how are you? The save's going really well. It's going really well. It's going really weird as well at the same time. We're doing the British Steel Challenge, and the plan is that we win everything in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, and we're currently competing in Europe in Northern Ireland, which is very strange, to be honest, because last season we were managing a team that almost got relegated, and we've been given the job from the team who finished second. None of us understand it. Oh, we can concede goals. There you go. That's the thing now. So there you go. So we have actually conceded a goal. That's interesting. It's poor defending, isn't it? It really is poor defending. Just drop a couple of links in there by if anyone's new. Let's see, Football Manager Show comes back on the 11th of January. So myself, RDF, and producer Steve will be doing that. And then also as well, you can join the Discord as well if you're brand new around here. Evict their families for that. Oh, 100%. They're gone. They're gone, Friendly Ghost. Don't worry about it. Still no silverware. We've won 3 trophies overall so far out of the 33 that are available. El Pepe. Not with Linfield yet, unfortunately. This is our first season with them, so we're expecting to win more trophies with these guys. 3 wins, 3 trophies out of 33 is not a lot, granted, because we're about to start season 6, so we're 10% of the way through the challenge. But of course, if that's going to be 10% of the time spent in the game, then that's going to be 60 seasons. So we have to get a move on, to be honest. Evening, Mr. Jolly. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year indeed to yourself. Not seen you around for a little while. It's good to see you. Oh no, Steen Power's injured. He doesn't look like the sort of person who ever gets injured. He's too powerful for that. Dirty bastards. Definitely evict them now. Like, now I'm really angry with them. You know, before I could just joke on, just be like, oh, you know, yeah, it's all a bit of a joke and a bit of fun. But now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should burn down their houses. Well, you know, it's like, oh, Tony, you're so funny. Get the torch now. Start with their dogs. Oh, keeper, what have you done there? Match fixing at this level, who'd have thought? Of course, everyone as well who says, oh, goalkeepers are broken. I'm like, no, they're not, they're fine. And then that happens. It's fine, it's one of those moments. Right, now we're back to normality. This is what we expect from the stream, right? Palmer out to Mikason, back inside. O'Neill brought down. There you go, down to 10 men. Is this the new Tony for 2023? Burning down dogs. I mean, yeah, this is the thing. We've turned heel, Jolly. That's what's happened. Oof. If you paid him more, he wouldn't need to resort to match fixing. Interesting. I think we could pay him more. Or we can get a better goalkeeper who won't concede goals. He's off now. O'Brien's gone. I'm going to pay this ref off, to be honest. Madness. We're not expected. We can't be expected to adhere to the laws of the game. Come on. I don't know. They're treating us like petty criminals here. You know, it's possibly everyone's got a price. Yeah, now we've reached that stage, right? Okay, now we've got to learn what we can do with this team. 20 minutes to go. 2-1 down. We're still 2 goals up on aggregate, so that's decent. Palmer floats it in. It's cleared though. Kinsella, Mikason thinks about giving the ball back, plays it backwards. Kinsella, Wilson. We create some space. That's a weird ball to play in there. Went for it though. Obviously, we're all now acutely aware that the end of this highlight is going to be a goal, isn't it? It's going to be like panic stations for the last 15 minutes. I'm already hanging over the instructions button to change it. We knew it was going to happen. We called it up on the halfway line. Well, this is a goal. This is a goal. Why does he not put his foot in? Right, okay. Slow that tempo down. Be disciplined. Let's regroup. Go attacking. What, like, and give it back at them, you reckon? Come on, get in their face. Wish this team could defend for money. Yeah, I'm willing to give them more money to defend. The thing as well is that we... Is there no more... Yeah, I need to check. That's a good point. Actually, I changed the right back to a full back. Is there no option for away goals either, is there? You can go back to a... Why is he all the way up there? He's not meant to be up there. What the hell is he doing all the way there? You remember the other day when I'm attacking to see a game out and it works? I mean, that wouldn't have been my recommendation, surely. Oof. Head up onto the bar. Has he been up there all this time? No wonder that we've been conceding goals. Did I click it wrong? Oh, I might have, mightn't I? Palmer, Duffy, Mikason, Kinsella. Yeah, I was going to say, as long as you've not taken my advice, Pilgrim, that would make sense. Yeah, I was going to say, don't go listening to me, what I can come up with. Duffy with the header that doesn't quite do anything. Actually, maybe Duffy needs to come off as well. Ball's over the top. Oh dear. Oof. There's a tactical masterstroke. Didn't mention earlier. No, there's no such thing as tactical masterstrokes in here, Matt Blade. There is things I've done wrong, and there are other things. Surprised to see the tempo all the way up and still dwelling. I think that's because we changed it down to cautious, possibly. That could be it. That's why they sort of hang fire on the ball a little bit more, but I can't be 100% sure. Can we get the ball away? Just get it clear. Don't take it extra time at this point. Oh, what a strike. I can't believe it. Oh dear. This is mad. Absolutely mad. Now what? Now what then? This might be the best ball job yet. I think it's up there, isn't it? Done by Wonder Goals, the TJFM story. It's usually the way, isn't it? $13 per vision, 10 per vision, but then he's getting on a bit. Concentrate on the league. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we don't need to win. We don't need to win in Europe. That's the thing. We don't have to win. So it's not a problem, really. We could have moved Bays out to left back. That could have worked. He's on a yellow card. Let's take him off. And let's push up. See what's what. What a bizarre way of doing things. Starting the stream in excellent fashion, going, yeah, it's great, we're gonna win, and then yeah, now the normal thing happens. Actually, let's double check as well. Maybe start moving those players further in as well. Reed, good ball. No, good save. That's more like it. Mikason's not having a good time though. doesn't this usually happen to Scottish teams? It does. So that's why I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to happen to us, unfortunately, for in Northern Ireland. But it's one of those things. Like, ultimately, it's like, as we say, it's not a major issue because we're not meant to do anything in Europe, but it would have been nice to have done something. Oof, I thought that was going in. As you say, we've been done by good goals. They've deserved the victory here. 17 shots against us. We've just not done well. Oh, he's throwing it away. Unbelievable. Even by our stretch of the imagination, this is pretty bad, right? It's a masterclass, Rogie, is what it is. It's an absolute masterclass. It's fine, don't worry. This is worse than the 5-0 loss with Dungannon. It probably is, isn't it? Like, when you think about it, it probably is. We'll see. I mean, 5-1 is pretty bad. Can't even say it's because of the fact that they're down to 10 men, because we're down to 10 men as well. And we've given away a penalty. Is this even real? Save the penalty. Right. Fucking everybody's going forward now, right? There's no other options. Okay. What on earth is happening? I mean, we definitely... I think we replaced the goalkeeper, right? We've agreed with that, yeah? I think we've agreed we're buying a new goalkeeper. I can't believe that we've managed to play this badly. Oh, you saved another one. There you go. That's fine. He'll find himself fired, his family evicted after this. Yeah. Everybody's going to get evicted. Everyone. We were 1-0 up, I think. Did we take the lead in this game? I think we might have done. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. How did I win the first game 3-0? New manager bounce? Offside. Must have been new manager bounce. Surely. I don't understand how this has happened. Oh. Almost like hoofing the ball out wide, out play. Game over in the most ridiculous fashion. Surely. Oh. Just unbelievable. Despite the result, I'm pleased with performance. No. Unacceptable. Just like the entire country of Wales, Tony plays poorly when they have to travel. Hello, Lewis. Welcome. You're brand new, right? So that is... So we're doing a British Steel Challenge, okay? As I said there, we sold out and got hammered. Yeah, we're doing a challenge where we have to try and win as many... Well, win all of the trophies in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland as we possibly can do. European trophies don't count, right? So that's the thing, okay? Doesn't really matter. We've just been beaten quite heavily. And that was disappointing. Very disappointing. We got a lot of Taylor Swift references in our last job. We didn't get any in this job, and that's fine. There you go. Be competitive. We were competitive for a little bit in the first match, anyway. Maybe not in the second match, but there you go. We move on. When's our league start? So we've still got obviously to try and get through all these friendlies first of all. Then we've got Warren Point coming up next. So it's sort of where we are really. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Obviously tonight's a little bonus stream on a Sunday because it's New Year's Day. So we figure we'd jump on and do that. Shall we sim through the friendlies and then give ourselves our first league game of the season? Should we do that? That probably makes sense, doesn't it? Normally we'd play them, but I think we'd rather just get into the thing, because it's like we've got a friendly against Crew, and then we've got a testimonial, and then 2 more friendlies. But all the while, when's the transfer deadline? It's the transfer window at the end of August. Yeah, transfer window at the end of August. Right, okay. We might have actually missed the cutoff actually for players being released. And I think we've skipped past it, being like, oh, that'll be fine, and it's happened when we weren't actually there. Yaya Sanogo could have been our assistant manager. So it may have already happened. So we still need a striker, don't we? We now need a goalkeeper. Are we just buying this goalkeeper, this Grajic? Is he better now? Yeah, let's have him. Right. We've just watched a dreadful performance from our last guy. So you're going to come in, right, and be the fella, right? Even Novishkar, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Nice to see you. How was your stream? Harry Maguire release. I mean, it is 2027, so it's you know, he will have been released because he's now, what, about 38 or something? You know, it's not like he's been released at the end of the season. Where is it? Where is it? Everyone has a go at Harry Maguire, and I don't understand why. Yeah, Harry Maguire is currently 34. So yes, that's why he's been released. You know, he probably won't come to us either, I'm guessing. Evening, John W. Clark. How are you, buddy? Happy New Year indeed. Kamori Dumbia. He's probably a bit too good for us as well, actually. As is Badarak. Chapman Page. 31. Benica Forby. Could we get Benica Forby to play? Oh no, he's already accepted a contract. Boo. That would have been good though. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, I don't think it's going to be Sunderland connection again. Yeah. It's always the Sunderland connection. Always. There's always going to be something there, surely. Adam Reach. Who else do we want? Again, this is the problem that we can't actually sort of like. You can't work out who's a specific position either, which is what I don't like about this released bit, which is a shame. It would make things so much easier. But actually, let's just go to scouting, right? We'll do that. Scouting strikers unattached. Who is it? Joe Collins. Canadian. Looks reasonable. Hull are interested in him. Loads of potential. I think if Hull are trying to sign him, I think we might have to rush into it. Oh, Cavalry are interested. It doesn't look like Hull have actually taken him on. 25-year-old Kyle Joseph. Former Swansea. Get him in. You to me everything, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh yeah, there's Mrs. Jane with some Liverpool chant. Now she's awake. She's getting involved now. Be like, here's the thing I know. The thing with Oxlade-Chamberlain is he's probably injury prone enough for this league to come in and be like, right, let's see how you get on here, shall we? We've got Aidan Marsh as well. Barnsley. So he could also be an option. Who has an international cap? Oxlade-Chamberlain? Yes, he does actually, yeah. Kyle Joseph scored loads in Taunton, got him into League One. Oh, okay. Two under 21 caps, 1 under 21 goal. He's played for St Mirren as well, so I'm alright with that. Kian Harrott. Darlow. 25 years old. 11 goals last season, so that's not too shabby. Aidan Marsh, great player, whether he's an FM2 or not, I don't know. But we've got him in on trial. He looks pretty handy. Transfer budget, we've got like loads of money, like 600 grand. We can change that, of course, to get some more wages in, which is not a problem. I'm happy doing it that way. We probably still need another, given our ill discipline, we could maybe still do with another centre back. Because we're probably going to lose Eddie O'Brien at some point, or Ian O'Brien. But again, we can always loan players in as well, so there's also that. So is there anyone who we can get in from, like, you know, Premiership teams that we don't have to actually pay? Would be good. Philip Worry from Middlesbrough could be an option. Oh, right, okay, McKinley can maybe be interested now. Okay. Right, let's look at their striker. Well, again, we're not going to know anyone from their players. That's the problem. Bloody attribute masking. What idiots put attribute masking on? Oh, I know who. I know what idiots do that. Me. Pankert. A right winger. Of course he's the player. Can we... How much is it going to cost for us to look at all these guys? £19,000. No, maybe not. James Carragher. I think we're probably going to be doing... I don't know if he's going to be available on loan. Nothing yet, unfortunately. Well, that's the trifle budget for the week gone. Yeah, exactly. And I want to sort of like keep that in there. You know what I mean? Joe Collins has gone to Cavalry. Right, so we missed out on him. That's fine. What's his contract say? 800 grand. Well, let's keep him on Kyle Joseph's coming. Oxlade-Chamberlain doesn't want a trial. Doesn't want to come either. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Kyle Joseph, they reckon's a player who's going to come straight in though. Shoots with power, knocks ball past opponents. Could be the man. Could be the man we want. Owen O'Brien's got no interest in joining Barnsley. Right, okay. That's good. We don't want him to join Barnsley. Alfie Doughty plays inside forward on the right. Does he? He's free as well. He's available. Terry Taylor. $250,000 will get this guy in. A lot of money. Harold Arshall. Looks very good, but if he's wanted by Nice, Sao Paulo and Celtic, he's going to be going to them, isn't he? Matthew Gordon, American defender. Can't imagine we'll get this guy, Thierry Ambrose. Lavinia. Jamie Brandon, attacking fullback. Plays all over the place. Right. Let's have a look at these guys then. Thierry Ambrose. Coming to Ostend. So, that'll be a no-go, I think. Yeah, nothing there. Carboni. Brianza. He's wanted. He's wanted as an actual player. No, they're not going to let him go either. Sadly. Right. Dewey doesn't want to come on a trial. Doesn't even want to come. Shame, that, isn't it? Shame. Josh Martin, similar to Doherty, but on the left. Currently at Wrexham. Currently playing by the looks of it. Doesn't like the left is Jean Bernard. Hearts. Yeah, he's fairly settled by the looks of it. So we'll play the Crew game. Brandon. They're excited about him though. Can play everywhere. Mengi's probably far unlikely to come. Yeah, he's playing. Ian representing for you. How are you, buddy? Adam Ider is incredible. He was incredible on last year's game as well. We were delighted with Adam Ider last year when we had him at Norwich. He was just incredible man. Paul Neal out with a broken ankle. Excellent. That means we definitely need a striker now. So therefore, the options are Kyle Joseph and Aidan Marsh. I like the fact that they're both quite similar. Alternate feet as well. Fuck it, let's get both. Get both. Yeah, get both. Exactly. $6,000, that's probably why we're not going to get both. Jeez. Right, okay. That's a concern. 49ers just missed a 30-yard field goal that would have won the game. Oh. God damn it, 49ers. Then again, they don't need to win these sorts of games, do they? We can't afford him either. What have we spent money on? Where have we put transfers in that's going to cost us stuff? I suppose we're paying wages here, aren't we? Right, we need to think about this then. Pacho. Who's William Pacho? Must have dropped out of the game. Right, we'll play the Crew game and then we'll have the Gabriel Overton. Overton from Nuneaton Borough, 22 years old. Former posh boy, we like that. Might just have a little bit of a look around and work out what's gone on with this. See what's happened with his wages. Right, Grajic's in then. So at least we brought a goalkeeper in now. Okay, that's him in. Good. Happy. Worry. Right, let's cancel that. Right. Cancel that as well if they're wanting money paid there. Panzo. Is this all just like FM Wonder Kids though? That's the thing from previous games. Because, I mean, look, £7 million, 10 grand, ain't going to be a thing, is it? Really? Like, deadline day is not a bad shout, man, Ghost. Going back and getting these players in again and be like, right, now what you're saying. None of you got to start. No one's playing for anybody. Right, where are we? What are we saying? Let's put Cal Joseph on the bench as well. And Zombie we'll have a look at. Tom Lee, let's have a look at you as well. Curry, not so much, no. Ben Wilson, nah, not fussed. It's worth remembering we're still managing a comparatively terrible league. Good players are not coming to the Danske Bank. Yeah, there is that as well. I mean, but don't remind me about that part though, Rogie. Remind me about the fact that we've also, what you need to do is remember that we're no longer in Europe now. That's how you need to think about it. So these players are going to look and go, well, there's our European adventure done for a year. You know, that's the problem, isn't it? Trying to keep the chat grounded. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, Rogie, who are brand new, and I love that the TJFM Wu-Tang symbol is incredible. We're definitely using that more. Where can I put that? Let me have a quick look. See if I can try and get that in. It means we'd have to. Right, we can lose soup. 2 seconds. Let's just save that now because that is class. I like it. I mean, to be fair, I like the fact that you've forgotten about it because, like, even I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it's like, oh, I've done what now? Oh, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, good. I'm trying to remember players you had in previous leagues. Yeah, don't worry. Like, you know, there's going to be people that everyone's had in previous leagues, which is not a problem, you know. But it's just I'm just busy tweaking around here, so I think I've missed a goal, haven't I? I think we have. Is that an equaliser? It's a great free kick. Dreadful keeping though. That's the problem, isn't it? Bad goalkeeping. I mean, let's be honest. Nothing's been nerfed at all. You know? It should be that, shouldn't it? Oh. Sorry, I should really be focusing on this game, shouldn't I? 1-0, oh, that's fine. 1-0's alright. Let's keep going. It's just friendly, innit? It's just a friendly. Oh, the stream ended, didn't even say goodbye. No, I'm still here. Just messing around with Wu-Tang logos now. It's your fault, Rogue. You got me distracted. You know how easy I am. Right, there you go. If you refresh, you should still have it now. Dreading the winter update. I've got a tactic that's tearing it up. Hey, see, that's the thing, but that's what it's all about, though. work with what you got and then tweak it and develop from there, innit? No tactics should work all the time. We all know that. Actually, that's the one. I did this last time, didn't I? Boys out to the left. One can go at centre back. Cooper can come off for Nsombi. There we go. That's it. That's it. Kyle Joseph can come on. Have a look at him up front. See what he looks like. The thing is, though, I'm dreading that as well. When things do change at the update, you're then going to have a whole bunch of. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't realise, sorry, that you were actually talking about the fact that it did actually leave. Sorry, my fault there. Made a change. Yeah, people that talk about graphics, tactics and that changing. Issue is that if it does change, then hello Scoops, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. If when the game does update, you get a lot of people then going, oh, but this is broken, and it's gonna be like, no, it's just another change, it's another tweak. Don't worry. It's another set of complaining, isn't it? Stumble across a tackle is right on my street. 4-4-2 low blocker, Hope Barton. All very well, thank you, Scoops. All very well. Happy New Year to you, by the way. Yeah, stick the tactic in the Discord button. Do that. It's always handy to have a look at. Right, 1-1. That'll do for pre-season. It's not the end of the world, is it? Gang and press on money, is it? Yeah. I imagine it's all of them. I imagine it's all. Can't believe I sat on stream ending at that point as well. Joe Nuttall. I remember Joe Nuttall from years ago. 30 years old. Not sure if he's going to come. He might play games. Kick Pierce. No, is it Kirk Pierce? No, I spelled Pierce wrong. Joey Nuts. Nah, Pierce is gone, I'm afraid. Or Pierre. Really, it would really help if I can actually spell, wouldn't it? He's not there either. He's not there either. Sorry. We do want to run. We do obviously want to try and avoid the risk of signing too many players. You're right, Rogie, because that happened at a previous club. Didn't go well, did it? We had the old Portadown rebuild. Remember? Right, okay, cool. Wonder if you have Adam Fell, or in our actual team right now, or in the database. Kick Pierre. Nah, still not again. We don't have Holland loaded on as well, actually, so that might be part of the issue. Adam Fell. No. Can't believe I sat on the stream ended bit for a while. Idiot. Can't believe it. Why did I not do that right? Right, okay. So, getting towards the start of the stream, the start of the season. Slowly nudging ourselves over there. Still a couple more friendlies to go. I tell you what, we'll play this Anna one, then we'll come back in tomorrow. At least we've got a big sort of like plan ahead of ourselves at that point, haven't we? As to what we do going forward. There are still a number of players we need to sign. We still need a striker. Desperately need a striker. Oh. Junior Luamba. Where's he at? Nyhouse? Darmstadt. 6'5". Oof. He's got a lot. He's making a lot of money though, isn't he? And he's playing reasonably regularly. 53% win percentage, which is my best so far. That's good. 53 is very good. We'd take 53. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. But we're getting there slowly though. Foremost Mendy. I mean, again, like, look, 6 million quid. He's not. They're not coming. Those guys aren't coming to us. Yeah, we're in the. Yes, we're in the top division, but it's the top division of Northern Ireland. It's not. It's his birthday today. Oh, there you go. Then. I mean, it's just even more depressing, isn't it, when we go, right, for your birthday, we got you a offer of a contract for a team in Northern Ireland. Are you interested? No, not at all. Not at all, thank you. Right, so we're playing a testimonial game. Let's see if we can pull ourselves back around. Draw a Crew was good. To be fair, everything bar that blip against Petrolol has been fantastic. Ball. It was literally that one match where we were awful. So bad, it was unreal. Nice ball. Mikkelsen, pull it back. Oh, Marsh needs to finish that. Kuba needs to finish it. Brian nods it back down. Cooper offside. Stupid idea. Power for Cooper to battle with. Nice ball intercepted. Wilson, the former Sunderland connection, still running strong. Kinsella. Marsh doesn't challenge for it. Come on, boys. I know this is a testimonial, but still spots up for grabs. Great ball. Great finish. Beautiful stuff. Lovely finish by Cooper. Decent ball over, decent save. Cooper, there we go. Yeah, still going nuts folder, still going. Believe it or not. There was a moment where it looked like we weren't. where I'd pressed the wrong button, but I'm still definitely on. Still definitely on. Ian Tyler. Someone recommended him the other day, actually, but I think it was on Twitter, but I think it was about the fact that there was just a goalkeeper who was massive. Mikason, Wilson, Kinsella from distance off the post. Cooper. FM feels real, can't stop. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's a little bit like that, and as well, you're sort of going like, you know, it's bank holiday tomorrow, isn't it? But it's also part of the thing that I've agreed to go to the gym at 9 o'clock, so it's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna have to. Can't be on all night, can I? How's it only like 12 minutes? Are we playing on like 90 minutes worth of match here? Seems like every single opportunity. I mean, we've had 10 chances in the first 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm FMing all night. Get it done. Thing is, I'm also conscious, like, the longer I'm here, then, like, the more chance there is of a small child waking up and being like, oh, hello, Daddy. No, not again. Not again. Back to bed you go, pal. If he gets the header up. Doesn't actually make the header up, sadly. Nickerson back to Duffy. Duffy pulls it back. Marsh finishes. There you go, finally. 3-0 up now. We need to find some money to get Marsh. If he's going to be the difference. Bogey teams are real on this FM. Land dud no mine. Can't get a result against them for love no money. It's a thing, right? It is a thing. So let's take Marsh off. He's got his goal. Let's replace him with Joseph. See how he gets on up front. And Zombie can come on for Cooper. Scannell for Duffy. Boys can come off actually for Want. Try that. Second half. Rest a few players. Be the top team, and then my team just fell apart. But this is the thing, though, you saw that again with us as well, Barton. Like, we were doing well against the top teams. It was just the fact that whenever we played the bottom teams, we were struggling. But again, that's similar to real life also, right? Pressing your bogey team as well. I wasn't eye roll when I see that match coming up. Oh, great strike from Taylor. I think keeper's got to get his arms out, I think. No. Doesn't really try much here. I think he's got to do better. I'm hoping we're not going to end up with another issue of signing bad goalkeepers, or he's a good goalkeeper in comparison to what we've already got, who's not very good. Hope it doesn't work like that. That'll do. That's what we're after. A nice morale-boosting victory. It's perfect, right? That's what we're all here for. Morale-boosting victories. We want that. I know it's only like it's a friendly, but still, it means something, doesn't it? It means we're back on track a little bit. You know, that's what we obviously have to be looking for. Right. What we're going to now is, I think we need to go and do a little raid, I reckon. There's been on for a while. Dave Gudger's still here. Let's go and have a little peek in on Dave Gudger. Say hello to him. Wish him a happy new year. We're back tomorrow. We'll do a bit more Linfield. Hopefully we'll get into the league start, of course, tomorrow. Sure we will do. That's what we'll do. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Genuinely enjoyed it. Take it easy. See you all tomorrow. Bye now.
Hello, Gaffer. Welcome in.